An incredible selection of new and certified pre-owned vehicles that cater to you. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are here to make your car buying journey as smooth as possible. Conveniently located in Lighthouse Point, your trusted partner, whether you're buying or selling your vehicle. Phil Smith Kia, home of the Maximus deal. Right, Maximus?
Right.
Call us today at 954-545-7200 or visit us at philsmithkia.com.
You can tackle weight at every Florida Atlantic football game by setting an example and recycling right. Always put your glass bottles, plastic bottles, and aluminum cans into the blue recycling bins. Florida Atlantic Football and the Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County want to thank you for helping Palm Beach County rank #1 for recycling in the state of Florida. Remember, we all score big when you recycle right every day. Learn more at swa.org/recycleright. Touchdown!
Calling all Owls fans. Duffy's Sports Grill is the place to catch all the football action this season. Duffy's is voted the best year over year with their award-winning jumbo wings, certified Angus beef burgers, and 2-for-1 drinks. Plus, with over 80 TVs, you'll never miss a minute of the action. So grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's to cheer on your favorite team. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. And remember, at Duffy's, our game is always on.
This is Florida Atlantic Basketball on the FAU Sports Media Network. Today's game is brought to you by Shiner Law Group, the injury lawyers that get you more because you deserve more. Tip-off is just moments away. Here's the voice of the Florida Atlantic Owls, Ken LaVicka.
So I think it's a little bit jarring for some of these FAU fans here in Boca Raton because not only with this being a national tournament, it means that the opposing team's starting lineup vignette goes up on the scoreboard. That's something nobody here at FAU has ever experienced before. And because it's Dayton, there are a lot of Dayton fans in attendance because they travel extremely well. And so welcome to postseason basketball in the NIT. Everybody here in this gym getting the first taste of it when you play in NIT on home sites.
Who approved that?
That's how the NIT works. This is
play your highlight.
You play the visiting team. These teams are equals when it comes to home and away except for the home site. So you get to have your starting lineup video play on the scoreboard. It would be the same thing if FAU was up at Dayton. That got you riled up a little bit. The competitive juices of Damon Arnett flowing right now.
I get it, but this is not elementary school. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is not elementary school. Because you guys on the road will let your video travel. Turn that off.
So Dayton fans, though, they have come out in force as they have used on short notice coming down to Boca Raton as a great spring break opportunity. Plenty of FAU fans in attendance, obviously, here tonight. Won't be a sellout, but a good showing here for this NIT opening round. Let's get to the starting line. It was presented by Baptist Health, the official medical provider of Florida Atlantic Athletics. And let's start with the visitors from Dayton. Anthony Grant in his 8th season at the helm of the Flyers, 22-10, 12-6, a third-place finish in the Atlantic. Last time out in A10 quarterfinal overtime loss to St. Joe's, 73-68. The backcourt for Dayton looks like this. Malachi Smith, redshirt junior guard, a native of Bronx, New York. 5.3 assists per game. That was second in the Atlantic 10. Enoch Cheeks, 6'3", 195, the Robert Morris transfer. He is in Anthony Grant's backcourt. Javon Bennett, 5'10", 160. He is from Orlando, started his college career at Merrimack. And now the front court for this Dayton basketball team. Nate Santos, leading scorer, 14.1 points per game, was at Pitt before going to Dayton. 6'7" senior, 215 pounds. And the man in the middle is Amael Latong, the 7'1" true freshman from Toulouse, France. And he was named to the A10 All-Rookie team. Now the starting lineup for Florida Atlantic first-year head coach John Jacobs. The Owls at 18-15 on the year. And no changes to the starting lineup for John Jacobs' side after the 84-76 defeat at the hands of Tulane in the quarterfinals of the American Athletic Conference tournament in Fort Worth. It's Leland Walker at point guard, 6'1", 185, the junior Eastern Kentucky transfer. He's joined by Ken Evans Jr., Jackson State product, 6'5", 205-pound redshirt senior. Caleb Glenn for FAU on the wing, 6'7", 210, the sophomore Louisville product. The four-man for Florida Atlantic at power forward, the long, talented Baba Miller from Mallorca, Spain. Florida State transfer, 6'11", 215. And FAU's man in the middle, the 7-footer from Lithuania, Matas Vokietaitis. And those are your starting lineups for this game between FAU and top-seeded Dayton. Now, I say top seed. Dayton is the number 1 seed in this particular region of the NIT, the Dayton region. The reason FAU is hosting is because Dayton is the site of the 2-night first 4 collection of games, the 4 contests overall, and so Dayton had to hit the road for the opening round. The winner will play Chattanooga, who went on the road to Murfreesboro and beat Middle Tennessee State in overtime last night. And so, Damon, here we go. This is uncharted territory for Florida Atlantic. Even with all the success of the last couple of years, have never hosted a game in the postseason here at the LA. Florida Atlantic in their red uniforms with white lettering and numbering, owls inscript across the chest, owlhead logo on both sides of the shorts. Dayton in their white uniforms and white lettering outlined in black numbering and lettering on the backside.
Is this so? This is for our seniors, the second senior night?
Kind of, yeah, for sure.
So I would love to go through the senior night at festivities just to mess with Dayton right now.
It's going to be Matas Vokietaitis to tip it with Amael Latong, 2 outstanding freshmen. One the freshman of the year in his league, Vokietaitis. One on the all-rookie team in his league, Latong. Both from Europe, both different types of bigs. Latong, more skilled all over the floor. Vokietaitis, more brute power. The tip is controlled by Dayton, and we're underway on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
Latong is built like Baba for all our listeners. He has a Baba Miller frame.
Dayton left front court in the opening 20 minutes. Cheeks, hands off right wing to Santos. Now a right side 3 is good. Wide open from Enoch Cheeks. There was nobody within 7 feet of him. And Dayton 35.5% from 3 this season shows why they're up 3-0, 20 seconds in.
And there we go again. We didn't defend the three-point line very well on the first possession.
Leland Walker's head was on a swivel. He had no idea where he was supposed to be. Florida Atlantic front court right. Here's Vokietaitis on the right wing. Handoff Glenn. Lost the dribble. Got it back between his legs. 7 to shoot. Dribbles down the right side of the lane. Got in deep. Good take off the glass and good. Strong move. Caleb Glenn. FAU within 1. 50 seconds in.
And it's good to see Glenn get off to a good start because out there in Dallas, he didn't have a very good tournament. It's good to see him bounce back.
He was the top of every game plan there in Fort Worth, and he really struggled to find his rhythm on offense. Dayton, front court left. Left-handed dribble, Cheeks. Probe to the top of the key, now thrown left to the circle. Santos drives, reverse layup is up and good as he sprinted in from the left perimeter and was able to score underneath Vokietaitis. 5-2 Dayton, 18:44 mark of the first half.
Now, Santos is Dayton's leading scorer, so the ball is probably going to find him, especially when it gets down to the late in the shot clock.
FAU front court right. Baba Miller slithers in from left to the lane. Nice move to the rim. He got fouled, went up with a shot too strong, but he's going to shoot 2 free throws, and this is going to be on Nate Santos. So that is beneficial for FAU. Not even 90 seconds in, Dayton's leading scorer picks up his first on a mismatch with Miller.
And I'm looking as we play this game, Ken, and I'm kind of obviously always looking toward the future, whether it's next week's game or next season. I need to see somebody break out. You know, almost like in football in the spring game or in that bowl game, the running back has 200 yards.
Baba Miller makes his first free throw, which is significant considering how he shot them in Fort Worth.
It's like in the spring game when the running back has 200 yards in that bowl game, you automatically know he's our starting running back for the next season. I want to see a player emerge right now.
Baba Miller bends his knees. Second one, rainbows that one in as well. NFA within a point, 5-4. Dayton on top, 18:33 mark of half number 1. Some light backcourt pressure from FAU, and Dayton will get it across the timeline, front court left. Dribbling with it is Smith. Smith goes to the high left, gives it up Latong on the right wing. The big man will pick out Cheeks right of the circle, and now Dayton swings outside the perimeter. Backing it out after a brief insertion inside the three-point line. That was Cheeks. And now a pass left side off the leg of Baba Miller in the left near corner. It goes out of bounds across the sideline off Baba. 5 to shoot for Dayton. They'll inbound from the near side left corner in the left front court.
Now, hopefully, we got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Hopefully, we can secure these late shot clock situations with a rebound.
Smith lobs it near half court. Stolen by Baba Miller. He's on a run out. Here's Baba to the rim and a tomahawk right-handed jam. Oh, majestic from Baba Miller. There's your answer, Damon Arnett. 6-5. Florida Atlantic leads for the first time 2 minutes in.
And that's the kind of play we're going to have to be able to make for 40 minutes. So I'm good to see Baba getting off to a good start. All our guys that kind of struggle in Dallas off to a good start here.
Left front court. Boy, this is one of the most energetic crowds we've seen all year here early. Step back, Cheeks 3. That's no good from the right corner. Rebound, Glenn. Outlet to Ken Evans. Now back to Glenn. He's going to bring it up the middle of the floor. Front court right. To the left wing. Pushes a pass up top. Evans. Swung right. Walker. Now a flip to the left wing. Boykiotitis. Crossover. Gets into the lane. Fouled. Almost scored with the right hand. That's the first on the Tong. Freshman big against freshman big. And Matas shooting 2.
Matas, I expect to be pretty effective because he's seeing somebody that he recognized being another European player. Okay, Matas grew up playing against this kind of build, this kind of shape, this kind of type of style of basketball. So he should have a lot of confidence into his game tonight.
Boykiotitis to shoot 2, 6-5, Florida Atlantic. 17-24 on the first half clock. Boykiotitis, freshman of the year in the American, and he's good on the first free throw. And we're going to see Isaac Jack for the first time for Dayton. He hasn't played since February 20th when he had an emergency appendectomy. He shoots at over 80% from the floor, but that's only in 36 attempts on the season, Isaac Jack. But he will come in as an emergency big man option with some fouls stacking up. Boykiotitis missed the second. Jack, good box out of Miller. Dayton has the rebound. 7-5 FAU. 17-18 mark in the first half, and Dayton into the left front court.
And you can tell right now, Isaac Jack, Dayton just went with a more thicker player in Jack.
Smith step through, Euro step left to the lane, and he scores with a floater right hand as he dispatched of Leland Walker and got it to go. We're even up at 7. 3 minutes expired in this NIT opening round contest.
You can understand this. Dayton is a shot-making team. They're going to make shots.
Leland Walker, an alley-oop from the right block, and a poster. Matas Boykiotitis put on check with 2 hands. Oh, punishing. 9-7 Florida Atlantic. 16:44 left to go first half.
And Matas can't get excited right now and make a silly foul because he's already got Dayton's guys in foul trouble.
A deep 2 right side. No good from Javon Bennett of Dayton. FAU has the basketball. Baba Miller into the right front court. Walker, top of the key 3. That missed wide right. Offensive rebound, Glenn for FAU in the left corner far side. And the Owls reset a new 20 on the shot clock. Here's Ken Evans, deep on the left perimeter. Evans dribbles to the left wing. Now left corner. Glenn hoists a 3. That's too short. Rebound tipped, and it is going to be out of bounds off of Florida Atlantic.
Now look at these early offensive sets here. This possession, we took 1 quick 3, fortunate to get an offensive rebound. Then another 3, just not working the offense. As we mentioned in the pregame, offensively, we can work our offense and be patient. We should be good.
Leland Walker will come off, as will Ken Evans. In comes Nico Moretti and Kiki Tandy. And it's going to be Dayton basketball, 9-7 Florida Atlantic, 16-10 left to go in the opening 20. Dayton front court left. High right side, Bennett. Bennett looking for some help, gave it Smith to the left of the center circle. Now he with the left hand, got left to the lane, throws between the rings, Bennett. Now to the right side, ripping low, Santos, got to the low right block, and oh, what a strong take. All the way to the rim and lays it in with defenders draped on him, and we're tied at 9 over 4 minutes in.
They're going to take advantage of that. Nico got switched on to Santos, and Santos is a good 6'8", and 220 at least, and just took him straight to the rim.
FAU front court right, bad pass, Kiki Tandy on a handoff attempt, stolen away by Dayton. They rush into the left front court. Stutter step dribble, Cheeks inside, and he got swatted deep across the baseline by the combination of Caleb Glenn and Matas Boykiotitis. An emphatic swat, and that brings us to a timeout on the floor. Well played so far. 15:31 left to go. First half, Florida Atlantic 9, Dayton 9. It's the NIT first round. It's Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network. The Boca Built Community Program was designed for local business leaders to create authentic partnerships that create awareness and deliver customer acquisitions that fit their brand's purpose. We're proud to announce this year's Boca Built community members. Add graphic sign and wraps, Aloft Delray Beach, Fairfield by Marriott Boca Raton, On the Ball, Wizard Creations, and Wyndham Deerfield Beach Resort. Thank you for your continued support of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
The number 10 ranked, globally and nationally renowned Florida Atlantic's MBA in Sport Management program, helping the sports industry executives of tomorrow. Founded in 2000, never finished lower than number 30 in the sports business world rankings, many students secure full-time sport industry jobs prior to graduation. Visit fau.edu/MBA Sport to learn more.
Academy Bus, the East Coast leader in bus transportation services, is proud to be the ground transportation provider for Florida Athletic University Athletics. Like those who wear the blue and red, we strive for excellence with every move we make. Our diversified fleet features 54 and 38 passenger buses ready to move your group. To learn more about how we can help move your group, visit our website at www.academybus.com. That's www.academybus.com.
To Boca Raton, it's the first round of the NIT. Florida Atlantic and Dayton tied at 9. Still early on, 4.5 minutes expired, 15:31 on the clock in this first half. And Damon, I will say, any players who had any blah or hesitation about playing in this NIT matchup, that's got to be gone now, because there is a lot of energy in this building, and early returns are both teams have brought it.
No, you're exactly right. They're competing, and this has been a well-played first 5 minutes of the game. And Florida Atlantic just got to make sure that we don't make any silly turnovers, unforced turnovers, and give Dayton extra possessions.
Your officials tonight: Landon Brandis, Josue Nieves, and Errol Lewis. Florida Atlantic, we'll see who John Jacobs puts out onto the floor. It was 9:30 on Sunday night when Brendan Riggs, Florida Atlantic Director of Basketball Operations, received an email from the NIT that FAU was in and they were hosting Wednesday night with Dayton coming in. John Jacobs was on the way to the airport to pick up his wife, whose flight was delayed from Texas on Sunday night. And Brendan called Coach Jacobs, said, "Hey, we're in the NIT." And Coach Jacobs said, "Really?" And then Rick said, "And we're hosting." And John Jacobs said, "Really?" And then it was on from there. Scouts were dispersed amongst the coaching staff, and practice came up Monday and yesterday. Dayton inbounds. Front court left. Trey Carroll in the game for the first time for FAU. And Dayton has it. Free throw line extended. Far side, right side, left front court. Cheeks. Now Santos drives from the right. Missed a shot in traffic, but won his own rebound. Muscling Tandy out of the way. And a pass to the post. Off the bench. This is Zed Key, the former Ohio State man, on the right block. Backing in Carroll. 10 to shoot. Turns into the middle. And he bricks a hook shot left hand. That didn't have a chance.
Carroll did a good job staying. Sorry, Ken. Carroll did a good job standing his ground and dug in, because that was a big bang. FAU
basketball. Nico Moretti turns it over with a needless degree of difficulty pass from the right block. Tried to split three defenders to Baba Miller on the opposite side, and it hit the baseline out of bounds. That's the stuff with Nico that drives you crazy.
Yes, and we don't need that in this game. This is a game, in all honesty, when you get in these high-stake games, so to speak, you got to keep it simple. You have to keep it simple and make the play when it becomes available.
Dayton, front court left. Here's Alexander dribbling left wing, throws it to the right wing. A wide open three is good for Jacob Connor, a Marshall product, and Dayton has the lead 12-9, 5.5 minutes in.
And then once again, that's a wide open three. We played well, just over-helping, leading to a wide open three for Dayton.
Florida Atlantic right side of the floor. Tandy, deep right perimeter, sends it up top. Miller swings it left. Glenn wants to drive. Strong take, and he lays it in with a right hand. No resistance from Dayton. Caleb Glenn has FAU within a point. 14-15 remains opening half.
You can tell Glenn has come out, and he's being very assertive, and he's attacking the basket with full force.
Left side of the floor, Dayton goes to work. Alexander sends it cheeks high right into the right corner. Santos Santos is called for an offensive foul, a push-off of Baba Miller with an offhand. That's the first on Santos. And so make that the second on Santos. Nearly 6 minutes in. That is a significant number, and it looks like Anthony Grant's going to have to take him off the floor, and he is. FAU ball down a point.
And Santos is a very aggressive player by nature in himself, but sometimes when you get these games and get a lot of adrenaline flowing, especially early, you kind of just want to do too much.
Three-quarters court pressure from Dayton in the left backcourt, and Florida Atlantic will get it across with Baba Miller. Crossover into the right front court. Moretti holds right in front of the center circle, straight on. Now goes to the right wing. Moretti got up in the air. Sent it Carroll. Carroll bangs left side of the lane. Goes up with a tough shot. Floated it in off the glass. How did Carroll get that to go off balance? 13-12. FAU with the lead again. 13.5 remaining till halftime.
Wasn't that a classic Carroll shot?
It sure was. He makes the impossible possible. Now, here is a turn from Zed Key on the left block. He was able to rip low through two defenders and dunk it. 14-13 Dayton.
Well, once again, Nico got caught on the big, and we shouldn't be switching that right now because Dayton's just going to take it right to him.
Devin Vanterpool on the floor for Florida Atlantic, and Vanterpool takes a handoff right wing, gives it up Tandy on the right side. Handoff Moretti, same side beyond the perimeter. Split two defenders, got in the lane, up and under, and a poor pass trying to shovel it in the lane. Knocked out of bounds, though, by Dayton's Javon Bennett across the baseline. FAU has 11 to work with, 13:06 on the first half clock, 14-13 Dayton.
Nico's got to understand some of these passes he's trying to make is not going to work on this level, okay, because guys are recovering and they got good length.
Here's the inbound pass, whipped to the left wing. Baba Miller sent right corner. Moretti weaves inside. That's a nice feed to Trey Carroll, roaming the baseline left to right, catches it. He dunks it with two hands. And FAU leads 15-14. Back-to-back baskets, Trey Carroll. 12:50 left first half.
That was a great play because off-the-ball movement is what we've always been wanting all year long, and Carroll did a great job.
On the left side of the floor, here's Dayton. Bennett, up fake from three, got inside the lane, lobs a pass right corner, touched up top now, and Simon is fouled by Baba Miller. Baba, who knew it, claps his hands in frustration. So J.M. Simon, off the bench for Dayton, earns FAU's first foul called against them in this first half. 7.5 minutes in, and Boikiatitis will take Baba off the floor.
And you can live with that kind of foul because he had to go a hard recover not to give up the three-point line, and that was just a good attack by Dayton.
20 on the shot clock for Dayton. Top of the key extended far side, right side. The trigger coming from Bennett. Dayton in all white in this NIT first round. FAU with a 1-point lead. Bennett, left wing for Dayton, guarded by Devin Vanterpool. Throws it up top, Key. Handoff, Bennett 30 feet away, and Devin Vanterpool called for a foul. 27 feet from the basket, being too aggressive, trying to put a body on him. That's an easy call.
Yeah, because Devin was beat on the turn right there, so he had to. They're going to allow a little pushing, but he extended just a little too far on him. He's
got to continue to learn that he doesn't have to go all out every single possession there. Conserve yourself. Dayton inbounds from the far right sideline, 15 to shoot. There's a scoop to Bennett. Left of the circle, step back, top of the key, three against Moretti, and he drilled it. Nico Moretti, another defensive issue. 17-15, Dayton 12-10 remaining first half. Nico's had a rough time of it defensively here early.
Yeah, and what happened, I know the shot was the end of it, but that play, he was open 3 or 4 dribbles earlier when the switch was late.
In the right corner, Devin Vanterpool, a three. That's good. Devin Vanterpool with an answer on an assist from Moretti. 18-17, FAU regains the lead. 11:50 remains first half.
And that's one of the benefits of having a home game, is that Devin knows his gym and is a lot more confident on taking shots.
In the front court, left, Dayton with these students getting back into it. Top of the key, ripping low Bennett. Bennett got himself right of the lane, tried to rainbow it off the glass, no good. Loose rebound, Key dropped it, and then a held ball as Tandy somehow got tied up in the backcourt by Jacob Connor, and it's going to be Florida Atlantic basketball, but I will say Kiki Tandy needs to be stronger with the basketball there. Can't allow Connor to tie you up. Timeout on the floor. 11:29 left to go. First 20 minutes of basketball. Florida Atlantic 18, Dayton 17. This is Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
Looking for a stress-free car buying experience? Look no further than Phil Smith Kia, your ultimate one-stop shop for easy car buying. An incredible selection of new and certified pre-owned vehicles that cater to you. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are here to make your car buying journey as smooth as possible. Conveniently located in Lighthouse Point, your trusted partner whether you're buying or selling your vehicle. Phil Smith Kia, home of the Maximus deal. Right, Maximus?
Right.
Call us today at 954-545-7200 or visit us at philsmithkia.com.
Does rising inflation, interest rates, and implications of an election year keep you up at night? Whether you're planning for living in retirement, don't miss out. Visit askglobalwealth.com/consultation or call 954-533-7144 to schedule your free retirement plan review. From the sidelines to the goal line, our services are ideal for clients with substantial investable assets who seek to preserve wealth, generate lifetime income, or plan their estates. Visit askglobalwealth.com/consultation or call 954-533-7144 to receive your complimentary risk score and build confidence in your retirement.
Boca Raton, first round of the NIT, 18-17 is Florida Atlantic's lead over Dayton. The officials during the break were checking to see if Devin Vanterpool's three last time down the floor for FAU might have been a two with a foot on the line. The officials say nope, it was clean, and Devin Vanterpool is credited with the triple, so FAU maintains that 18-17 advantage. Florida Atlantic is shooting 77.8% from the floor through the first 8.5 minutes of this basketball game. That is really impressive.
Yes, it is, and I just wonder, that statistically it'll tell you in analytics that will not continue. That shooting percentage you can expect to come down. However, but what's more concerning here as we approach the halfway mark is the shot attempts. Dayton Flies has attempted 13 shots. We've attempted 9 right now. And the reason why that concerns me is because Dayton is such a good percentage shooting team from the field. So we don't want to let them out-attempt us because they shoot the basketball at a very good percentage.
So we'll see if FAU can continue to at least keep things consistently dangerous on the offensive end. Dayton not too bad themselves, 7 of 13 from the field. They have hit 3 3-pointers, which accounts for why, despite Florida Atlantic shooting nearly 78%, Dayton is still within a point.
And the threes have been wide open, which we can't allow. Dayton is only going to take the shots that we give them out of a defensive breakdown. That's how disciplined they are, and that's how well of a shot-making team that they are.
This is Florida Atlantic's second ever trip to the NIT. The only other occasion, 2011, when the Owls won the regular season championship in the Sun Belt. That was at a point where the NIT was giving automatic bids to the regular season champions of the mid-majors or any conference champion that did not qualify for the NCAA tournament. That's how it still should be.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But the NIT now uses a mix of conferences and top teams in the conference and their net ranking, trying to fight off a new Fox postseason tournament. The Fox network put in a knot in Vegas, and that's changed everything for the worse, in my opinion. But Florida Atlantic will inbound regardless. The Owls are in the NIT. Backcourt pressure and problems as Devin Vanterpool almost threw it away, but it was Trey Carroll caught a pass right front court, then Leland Walker lost the basketball on the other end. Ken Evans with a rejection, and then contested a shot at the rim on a second from Malachi Smith. He missed that, and Evans does the job defensively back on the other end. Oh, going coast to coast, Walker, and in the lane, he scoops it to Vorkiatanis for a two-handed jam. That's good. Transition basketball, 20-17 FAU.
Leland has come out and playing very smart basketball, and he can be a real big factor in the way this game goes.
Dayton in the left front court. 3-point FAU lead, 10:45 left to go first half. High post left side. Here's Laton. Now Bennett off a handoff. Weaves his way free throw line. Alley-oop. And Cheeks just put a layup attempt.
I think they call him a foul.
Wedged it between the rim and the backboard. Or do they call a foul? It is a foul. It's going to be Devin Vanterpool. His second 2 free throws coming for Cheeks of Dayton.
And they're giving him 2. Did he even have? Well, I guess he did. I guess they did give him. If the ball got wedged in, I'm assuming.
It's 2 free throws. It's 2 free throws. No basket.
But you got to have control of the ball to be able to. I guess the referee felt like he had control. Yeah,
they're saying that the push to the rim was all he needed. First free throw, no good. So the basketball gods speak there. Vanterpool's going to take a seat with his 2 fouls. Rasheed Wallace somewhere. Anytime you say ball don't lie, he hears a little ringing in his ear.
Yes.
Second one for Cheeks of Dayton. That one is good. 1 of 2 for Cheeks. 20-18. FAU is on top of Dayton. Florida Atlantic facing full court pressure from Dayton. 10.5 minutes remain. Opening stanza here in Boca. Ken Evans dribbles in the backcourt left, and he will throw a pass far side, near side. Walker, he got it into the right front court. Picked out Glenn in the right corner. Took a dribble and didn't take a three. I don't know what that was. John Jacobs telling him, come on, man, put it up.
But that's one of the shots that said sometimes you might have to pass up. And he was wide open, and he's playing well. So
now Caleb Glenn going to drive from the right side. And maybe that's why he didn't take the three, because he blew right by Dayton defenders for an easy playground layup. 22-18 FAU midway point, opening half.
The referee's sitting over here talking to Coach Jacobs about someone saying something on the sideline of the bench.
And then a monster take from the right wing, Jacob Connor with a violent slammer. 22-20, Dayton within 2. My goodness, that'll be on the highlight reels tonight on Sports Center. FAU right front court, Glenn down the lane. He goes up and he's fouled by Connor. So Caleb says, good highlight dunk. Now you're sending me to the line, and 2 shots coming for Caleb Glenn.
I wonder if that dunk right there was one of those dunks where it was just a throw-through, and where he really didn't get to the rim.
Boy, that was nasty.
It was explosive.
Jacob Connor, a Marshall transfer. 2 free throws for Caleb Glenn of Florida Atlantic. And the FAU leading scorer rattles in the first one. Santos back in with his 2 fouls per Dayton. 9:40 left in the half. Trey Carroll's going to take a seat. Baba Miller will check in for Trey. Now Jake is doing some coaching of Trey Carroll as he comes off the floor. 9 minutes, 40 seconds left first half. Caleb Glenn, second one wide right. Offensive rebound. Boikiatitis spins baseline. Oh, and a crushing jam. Matas Boikiatitis. What a man. 25-20 FAU. 9.5 left to go first half.
That was off a spin move out of the post. Montaz, this is the breakout games that we're talking about.
So now we've got game on between these 2 teams, and then Ken Evans lost to Cutter, Nate Santos, and at the left elbow, Latong picked him out, easy laying. 25-22, FAU's lead trimmed to 3.
Think about how many shots early on here we've given up just wide open.
FAU works to get it into the right front court against pressure. 9 minutes left first half. FAU up 3, high right Walker. High post left, Boikiatitis. Oh, beautiful feed to Baba Miller, roaming the baseline. Left to right. Reverse dunk is good. Timeout, Dayton. Anthony Grant wants to talk about it, and the crowd rises in Boca Raton. Florida Atlantic 27, Dayton 22, and we're watching some beautiful basketball from both teams in the opening half.
And that's what happens when you're patient offensively. Somebody might break open. If you just be patient and let plays develop and let the other 4 people on the court make some movement.
Matas Boikiatitis, Damon, is absolutely doing it all. Doing it all.
The last 10 games include coming down the stretch. He's not arguably, but has been our best player on the floor from the jump all the way to the end of the game.
So FAU has a 5-point lead. This is the Owls' largest of the game. 8 minutes and 56 seconds on the clock. 30-second timeout for Anthony Grant.
And so naturally, Montaz is talking to the official. Do you think the official's appeasing him, thinking he understands what Montaz is saying? Everything's okay. Yes, big man.
His English has come a long way from nothing to what it is now. Dayton front court left out of the timeout. Malachi Smith between the rings, backs it out against Evans. Under 20 on the shot clock for Dayton. A mismatch on the right side as Latong has Leland Walker, and a banked-in 3 from the left wing for Bennett. Javon Bennett. He couldn't do that again if he tried. 27-25, FAU's lead down to 2.
And that was a hard bank shot. That was that was an H for horse.
Dayton 4 of 6 from 3. Now Leland Walker, right wing 3. He drained that in more conventional fashion from the right wing. The answer for Walker, and it's 30-25. Florida Atlantic, over 8 to go first half.
And that was a great Leland shot right there because he passed the ball and it came back to him. He was able to shoot the rhythm.
Dayton front court left. Smith got into the lane, gave it up to Jack, and Jack lays it in Leland Walker says, that's my fault. I got caught up on defense. Dayton back within a possession, 30-27, as we tick under 7:50 remaining. Half number one. An open right side three. Ken Evans missed it off the front rim. Rebound Dayton. They want to run. Malachi Smith leads the break. 2-on-3. Try to get inside after he fed it to Cheeks. He got hacked and fouled. And this is going to be a trip to the free throw line for Dayton when we come back to action. It is on Leland Walker of FAU. 7:41 left to go. First half in Boca. Florida Atlantic 30, Dayton 27. It's Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
Owls fans, get electrified with Phil Smith Acura. With the innovative styles of the premium all-electric SUV Acura ZDX. Enjoy impressive range, convenient charging, and a dynamic drive. And right now, eligible buyers can get up to $7,500 federal tax credit. Visit philsmithacura.com to explore the all-electric ZDX. The FAU Owls are driven to win because they are driven by us.
Eligible through June 30th, 2025. $7,500 towards the capitalized cost reduction with the lease of a qualified new Acura EV. Federal tax incentives, amounts, and requirements may continue to change.
You're listening to Florida Atlantic Basketball on the FAU Sports Media Network.
About to get ourselves back to action on this Wednesday night. It is the first college basketball postseason tournament game in South Florida since 2015. It is the NIT first round. Florida Atlantic and Dayton here from Boca, along with Damon Arnett, former FAU basketball legend. I'm Ken Levica. FAU 30, Dayton 27. The Flyers about to head to the free throw line with 7:41 on the first half clock. And I'm going to tell you about Corona. Now for a message from Corona Extra. We all love Owls basketball season. We also love Corona season. Every bottle of Corona symbolizes the optimistic feeling you have when you're on a beach. No matter where you choose to have one, head to ordercorona.com to live La Vida Más Fina, relax responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Well, this time of year, a lot of bodies are beat up, battered, and you just got to fight through it. It's no different for broadcasters. You may notice that I have a pretty nasty case of laryngitis that I actually started to fight back in Fort Worth. I will say this, Damon, if Florida Atlantic beat Tulane, you might have jumped on the play-by-play of a semifinal matchup against Memphis. It was bad news over the weekend. I called the Inter-Miami match on Sunday, had no voice on Monday. I've worked hard to even get myself to this point, so I just want FAU fans to know I am trying to do my part and push through some injury as well.
And so you're not trying to have that baritone sound
now
on purpose?
Now I've got that sexy baritone. Try and keep it this way. Enoch Cheeks for Dayton to the free throw line out of the timeout, and he clanks the first free throw off the back rim. No good. And one more for the former Robert Morris man. Led the team in steals with 40, second on the team with 21 blocks, and third on the team in rebounding, 4.7 per game. That's filling up the stat sheet. Second free throw good. Dayton within 2, 30-28, and Florida Atlantic facing a full-court press left side of the floor. Ken Evans working with Moretti in the backcourt. It's Evans who's going to try and push it up on Posh Alexander, and he got it across to Moretti, left to the center circle in the right front court. The Owls go to work 20 to shoot.
We got to be careful with this full court pressure. I'm not feeling how we're trying to break it down.
Here is Baba Miller making a catch right baseline. Feeds it into the post. Boikiatitis goes up, and he was fouled, and they're going to count it, I think, as a goaltend, and they do. That was coming down, and it was Isaac Jack, who swatted at it before it got to the rim. That was not going to go. And a chance for an and one from Matas Boikiatitis, but the officials, Landon Brandes, Josue Nieves, and Errol Lewis are going to come over just to make sure that they got the call right.
I believe they called the foul on Bennett, the guard, the 5'10" guard.
Yeah, Bennett was the foul. Isaac Jack was the goaltend, and we're seeing, they're looking at the monitor to see if it is a goaltend. I got to say, Damon, I don't know if this is going to go FAU's way.
That was coming down.
So 32-28 Florida Atlantic for now, and they do count it. So you were closer to it than me. You know, I'm just making excuses. I blew it watching the replay. I'm trying to act like you had a better vantage point. I'm 6 inches away from you. So count the basket.
It's the laryngitis.
Yeah. It's the vocal cords.
Yes,
exactly.
the vocal cords.
That altered my vision.
That altered your vision.
That lack of accountability, John Jacobs would not have appreciated from me. Florida Atlantic 32, Dayton 28, 7:18 left to go first half, and Boikiatitis a chance for a three-point play. Matas Boikiatitis has had a remarkable season, and he has 9 points tonight in 10 minutes of action. He is 4 of 4 from the field. And the AAC Freshman of the Year. Three-point play completed. Free throw is good. That's back to a 5-point FAU advantage, 33-28. Dayton will work it into the front court. Left Baba Miller was harassing in the backcourt for FAU. Dayton in white. They try and trap Santos. Now Alexander high left. Try to throw it underneath Jack, who caught it along the baseline, but Boikiatitis set defensively. Dayton has to retreat back beyond the three-point line. Cheeks left to the perimeter. Step back, now free throw line, back to the basket, sends it high right, Alexander. 5 to shoot. Alexander wants to drive, in on Boikiatitis, came up short on a runner, rebound tipped out of bounds off of Florida Atlantic, and it's going to be Dayton ball. The Owls couldn't grab the rebound.
Yeah, I believe Nico got a finger on as he's trying to grab and go and just didn't secure the basketball. But that was a great defensive possession right there. But much like Dallas, we played good defensive possession but never secured the rebound.
Right.
And then gave the team another opportunity at getting the points.
So Bennett will inbound, and Dayton, after getting it in from the baseline, a whistle off the ball, and Baba Miller is called for a foul against Santos. That's the second on Baba, and that is the fifth FAU team foul. 6:45 left, first 20, 33-28 FAU, and Baba Miller is unhappy. He's going to have to come off as Trey Carroll replaces him.
Well, I don't know about that foul there. I mean, there was a lot of tussling between the two with Baba and Smith as they was coming across the lane. I should have just let that go because the ball was not even part of the play.
Off the inbound in the left front court, Dayton has it. Here's Bennett coming off the screen. An off-balance three, wide right. Long rebound, Moretti. Moretti trying to push it right front court. Had it knocked out of bounds. Near right sideline by Bennett. Moretti was trying to find a cutter, and he retreated to the sideline for some reason.
Yeah, anytime as a guard, when you're in that situation, you got to dribble through the paint so you can see the entire court at one time. And Nico gets himself in trouble because he turns his back to half the court and can't see a trailing defender come in the trap.
Top of the key extended near side, right front court. Caleb Glenn triggers for Red Clad FAU, and he'll throw it to Moretti. Under 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half. 5-point FAU lead over Dayton, 33-28. NIT first round. Trey Carroll, right wing. Nifty bounce pass, right corner. Caleb Glenn, three off the back rim. No. And then the rebound fought for, and it is won by Kiki Tandy, who tried to swat it to Boikiatitis left corner from the baseline. And it's going to be Florida Atlantic. Or did they give it to Dayton? It is Dayton basketball. But good hustle from Kiki Tandy.
That was good effort by Montas, trying to keep it alive and just batting the ball around like we're playing volleyball here. And love seeing when people get on the floor.
So Dayton will bring it up with the left-handed Posh Alexander running the point. And he'll head left front court, right wing. Got right around Glenn, floater right hand. Good over Trey Carroll. 33-30 is the FAU lead. Down to 3. Under 6 to go until halftime. Nico Moretti angles left into the right front court, got around his man Alexander, and then fouled from behind as he tried to make his way towards the rim. He had Boikiatitis lurking. I think he was trying to set something up for him. That is the 6th Dayton team foul with 5:49 left.
And we got bailed out right there on that foul by Alexander because Nico really left his feet without a plan.
So Nico's going to inbound right of the rim from the baseline right front court. Looking, searching, and lobbing. Boikiatitis left of the lane, gave it up to Moretti. Now the Owls work it to the high right. Glenn. Glenn thought about a three, put it on the deck. Right hand, bounced off Alexander. Right hand on the layup attempt. No, he just short-armed it. Rebound set Key of Dayton. Here comes Dayton into the left front court. Cheeks behind the back dribble. Contested three. Missed it short. Quick possession. Rebound, Boykiatitis of FAU. That's better from Nico Moretti defensively. And now Moretti into the right front court. Slithers from the right wing. Bounce pass into the paint. Boykiatitis turns. Left hand floater. Missed it. And now Dayton has it with Cheeks. Look out. Cheeks surveying. Throws it left front court. Alexander catch and shoot three. There that is. And we're tied at 33. 5:12 remaining in the half.
Right now we got to get a good shot. And Coach Jake is calling a timeout here.
When that happens, it's so predictable. FAU gets hit on a transition three so many times when we start getting into free flow basketball, and it's been a big issue all season long. 5:06 left to go in the first half as John Jacobs wants a timeout, and we're even at 33 apiece. It's a 30-second timeout. So that's frustrating for FAU as Dayton goes on a 5-0 run. The FAU MBA Sport Management Program, number 10 ranked globally and nationally renowned. The FAU MBA Sport Management Program at FAU, helping the sports and entertainment executives of tomorrow. Visit FAU.edu/MBA Sport to learn more. Doesn't matter the time of year, doesn't matter the conference. Florida Atlantic's going to get crushed by the opponent from three. Dayton 5 of 9 from distance here in the first half.
And that's what we said we had to defend coming into this game in the pregame, that we got to locate and defend the three-point line. This is a very good three-point shooting team. They don't shoot a lot of threes, but they make the ones they shoot.
So FAU inbounds right front court off the timeout as we approach 5 minutes even left to go first half. Here's Moretti inside the perimeter, right side of the right corner, Glenn. Now up top, Tandy. Tandy pushes Moretti, drives from the right, tough take. Gave it Carroll on a kick out left wing, got himself inside. He's in trouble and then tried to kick it to the right wing. Caleb Glenn, who had already started maneuvering to the top of the key, and it's thrown away across the near sideline. And now the Dayton fans getting loud as the Flyers have a chance to take the lead in the first time for forever.
And that was a good, honestly, that was good offense. It was just a miscommunication on Glenn and Carroll as he was doing a skip pass, because Glenn was floating to the top. Carroll thought he was going to stay.
Dayton works left side of the floor. Alexander, Ron to Connor, screen to the right wing, gives it up Connor between the rings. Connor now hands off on the left side, taken by Simon. Now high left, Key, hand off Connor. Connor at the perimeter in the left corner, 10 to shoot. Gave it back to Key. Key in on Boykiatitis, and he's fouled by Kiki Tandy, who came across and raked him across the arms. And it'll be 2 shots for Zed Key of Dayton, trying to give the Flyers the lead for the first time in a very, very, very long stretch. FAU hasn't scored in 3 minutes.
I actually think Kiki was trying to just get out the way, and on his way tiptoeing across the lane, took a ill-advised swipe.
So FAU is going to need to settle down here and get themselves a good look at the basket as Key rims out the first free throw. Leland Walker will come back in for Kiki Tandy. Tandy with that long-term shin injury that has hobbled him almost all year long.
And this has been our Achilles heel all season long, is we play good basketball for stretches, but we don't sustain it for periods of time.
Key made them both, and Dayton does have the lead 34-33.
And then that makes us go into these lulls where we can't buy a basket. And part of that is because we're not trying to get the basket the way we've been getting baskets.
FAU in the right front court. High post left, Carroll. Sends it left wing, Moretti. Moretti. Double teams, dribbles through it. Throws from left to the lane to the right wing, Walker. Walker dribbling out of control with 9 to shoot. Bounces up top, Boykiatitis, and he tried to feed it left corner. Connor picked it off. FAU's offense now looking good here the last 5 possessions or so. And now getting great position is Key underneath, and he slams it on Trey Carroll's head. 36-33 Dayton, and the Dayton contingent is up and celebrating. 3:47 left to go first half. Florida Atlantic desperately needs a basket. Bob Miller going to have to come in with his 2 fouls. Boykiatitis at the free throw line. He had his pocket picked from behind, but retrieving left corner for FAU, Walker. The Owls have the basketball. Walker airballs a 3 left corner. Oh boy, Connor has it for Dayton. Here he comes, coming down the left side of the lane, got inside, and he's fouled by Nico Moretti. FAU can't do anything right now on either end of the floor, and a timeout on the floor that FAU desperately needs. Dayton is about to go on a 10-0 run if they hit both free throws. Dayton 36, Florida Atlantic 33. 3:26 left to go, opening 20. NIT first round. This is Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
Local folks in uniform know that when it comes to jewelry, IDC rolls out the red carpet every time.
I actually bought my wife's wedding and engagement ring from IDC.
Meet Jamison Kenzie, a firefighter and paramedic who took advantage of International Diamond Center's 15% discount for first responders.
Amazing to get that discount and get something much prettier than I probably could have without it.
At IDC, we love our heroes.
People like myself and all the other first responders, it helps us in our budgets and every day to know that there's a place like IDC that we can go and get incredible value for amazing product.
International Diamond Center, always going out of our way to deliver exceptional value for those milestone moments in everyone's life, and always just a little bit extra for our military and first responders.
My name is Jamison Kinsey, and I'm a firefighter paramedic, and I've been super grateful for everything IDC has done for myself and our department.
International Diamond Center, proud to serve those who serve us. US 1 and PSL Boulevard.
Florida Atlantic women's basketball season is here. Join head coach Jennifer Sullivan and star guards Maya Perry and Jada Moore at Eleanor R. Baldwin Arena this year for big-time college basketball action. Groups of 15 or more get in free. Single game tickets just $10. The band, the cheerleaders, the fun, the action. It's all here with Florida Atlantic women's basketball. Visit FAUsports.com for more information. Florida Atlantic Owls, winning in paradise.
It is the NIT first round. Dayton 36, Florida Atlantic 33. 3 minutes and 26 seconds left until we hit the locker room in Dayton in the midst of an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Florida Atlantic has not scored in almost 4 minutes. Just shy of 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 50 seconds to be exact. They've missed their last 4 field goal attempts. And the offense looks stagnant, and it seems like, Damon, it's because there's not enough of getting Matas Boikiotidis involved in the paint.
Well, got to give Dayton some credit for their defense, because ever since they started pressuring us full court, we've not been able to easily transition into our offensive sets, and that has bothered us because the wrong person has the basketball to initiate offense as we bring the ball across half court. So we just got to settle down and make sure the ball is in the right player's hands at the right time so we can still execute our offense and break the press.
Florida Atlantic is down 3 with Dayton going to the free throw line despite shooting 65% from the field in the first half. And why? Dayton has 5 more shots, but also Dayton is 5 of 9 from 3.
Yeah, when you make your threes, this is an analytical game to the truth, to the numbers, is that because they're making their threes, and that's why they're up right now.
It'll be James Conner to the free throw line for Dayton. Conner on the season, 26 appearances, only 2.7 points per game. He already has 5 tonight, and he misses the front end of the trip to the line. One more coming. I'm
very curious to see what play we're going to run coming out of this timeout here, and especially how do we break the press, because breaking the press has really been jagged.
Second one, Conner got that. And it is a 4-point Dayton lead. 2 players with 2 fouls on the floor for red-clad FAU, Baba Miller and Devin Vanderpool. Leland Walker up the far side, front court right for FAU, sets up shop left wing. Walker headed to the right wing, throwback Glenn. Left side 3, and he got it. FAU needed that. Caleb Glenn brings FAU within 1, 37-36, north of 3 minutes remaining first half.
If there ever was something called timely basket, you don't know what it looks like, it looks just like that.
Just like that. Posh Alexander for Dayton, left front court, inside the perimeter, left side. He'll throw it high right, Bennett. He'll deliver a handoff deep on the right, Simon at the perimeter, and he's going to meander between the rings. Bounce pass, Alexander, high left. 5 to shoot against Glenn. Alexander crossover, takes a high arcing 3, missed it too strong, and the rebound, Baba Miller off a hop in the near corner. FAU right front court, near side Walker. Inside out dribble, in on Conner, fell down with the basketball and turned it over. What is Leland trying to do there? And here comes Dayton across the timeline. Right down the lane, driving kick Bennett. It's thrown to Conner, left wing 3. That's off the front rim, and FAU got lucky as Miller grabs the rebound.
Yeah, Leland should have read that a lot better. The defense was just sitting there waiting on him and dribbled right to him.
FAU can regain the lead. 2:15 remaining first half. Right wing Walker goes to the opposite wing with a left-handed dribble. Throws it up top, Glenn. Glenn wants to drive. Put his head down. Knifes inside, and he's fouled. That is really strong basketball from Caleb Glenn. And that's on James Conner, and that is his second foul for Dayton.
It is so obvious why we go through these droughts, because what we do is different. Starting off the game, Caleb Glenn did that every time he touched the basketball. We haven't seen that since around the 12-minute mark. And now it's good to see him get back being aggressive. What works in the beginning will work in the end.
No doubt.
Unless you change something.
Glenn got the first free throw. He has 11 points, and we're tied at 37. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left until the locker room. Connor comes off. Alexander checks out. Cheeks back in for Dayton, as is Malachi Smith, the starting point guard. Caleb Glenn bends his knees. Second free throw arcs in, and the Owls are on top, 38-37. 2:07 left, first period. And Dayton has the basketball up the middle of the floor. Smith to work against Leland Walker. He comes to the left side of the floor. Dayton has 22 to shoot. Under 2 minutes left first half. Smith fires a pass deep left. Mishandled, but it rolled high left side right to Smith. Baba Miller's got to back off. He has 2 fouls. Smith crossover, fires a pass Cheeks right of the perimeter. Now jab step. Moves it on Glenn. Jump stop in the lane. Oh, nifty layup. The finish is good. And Dayton leads 39-38. 99 seconds left first half.
Caleb Glenn, meet Caleb Glenn Jr.
Yep.
Because Eco Cheeks is built just like Caleb is.
FAU goes to work right front court. Walker, top of the key, throws Baba Miller. Thought about a 3 left wing, instead hands off Walker. Walker able to pick and roll with Baba in the paint. One dribble, turns baseline against Key. Missed it too strong, point blank, and the rebound for Simon of Dayton. Oh, that's a tough miss there from Baba. He did everything he could to make a shot and couldn't get it to fall.
Baba's going to soon realize as he develops.
Good job by Devin Vanderpool to deny an entry feed on the right wing intended for Key. Knocked out of bounds by Vanderpool. 18 to shoot for Dayton. He had something to say to Key after that.
Yeah, Baba's going to realize as he develops and his game matures, he doesn't have to do all those moves because he has every physical advantage over 95% of the people that's trying to guard him.
1 minute left to go first half. 1 point Dayton the lead. On the left side, Cheeks after Glenn over-committed trying to pick up a pass. I don't know why Caleb's doing that. Cheeks able to hit an easy 7-foot floater. How many times have we seen that this year?
Yeah, it's those breakdowns, and that's the mental focus that kind of laps during the possession.
FAU down 3. Here's Caleb Glenn, a left wing 3, catch and shoot, too short. And the rebound tipped out of bounds by Dayton's Key. FAU has the basketball, 20 to shoot, 44 and 6/10 seconds on the first half clock, and the Owls down 3.
And you can see Montas hasn't been in the game in a while, too. I believe Coach Jacobs is trying to save him from getting his second foul.
So the inbound coming from right of the rim, right front court on the baseline. Walker for FAU with a 14.5-second difference, game clock to shot clock. Baba caught it along the baseline. He's double-teamed there. He's in some trouble, and he's going to find Vanderpool in the lane, who hesitated for some reason and got blocked by Simon. I don't know what Dev is doing in that spot. And
he was in a tough spot because he had a big sitting right in front of him. He should have just dribbled that out if he wasn't going to just catch and go up.
So now Dayton can hold for the final possession. This has not been a good, objectively, last good 5 minutes for FAU in this first half. Here's a crossover. Smith, 5 seconds to shoot at 3. Missed it. And Baba Miller, or Devin Vanderpool, fouled him shooting at 3. And 3 free throws coming with 4 and 8/10 seconds left. That's the third on Devin Vanderpool.
I think Devin may have got a little leg whip. I think he may have gotten leg whipped a little bit.
You're seeing the difference between a team in Dayton that has a little bit more veteran guile than this Florida Atlantic side.
And that's a tough call as I watched the replay on this monitor. Malachi Smith's leg came out and extended. I don't know if it was in his natural motion or not, but Devin wasn't underneath his landing spot, but tough spot to be in.
First free throw is good for Smith. Dayton's going to go to the locker room in all likelihood with its largest lead of the game. After FAU led for the vast majority of the first half, 43-38 Dayton. Second one good for Smith. This is the type of thing that leaves you feeling not great about yourself going to the locker room even if you've been the better team.
Yeah, and once again, you kind of just see the inexperience and the versus experience in the two teams. Dayton is just consistent. Okay, Florida Atlantic, we kind of have our peaks and valleys too much throughout the course of a game.
All 3 free throws good. 6-point Dayton lead. FAU inbounds in the backcourt. 3 seconds left across half court. Right side Walker. Walker top of the key. Left elbow jumper at the horn. Came up short. And Florida Atlantic goes to the locker room on a 2-minute and 15-second scoring drought after a 4-minute scoring drought just a few minutes ago. That saw Dayton go on a 10-0 run. Florida Atlantic, its own worst enemy so far. Florida Atlantic led the vast majority of the opening 20 minutes, but trail by 6 to Dayton, 44-38, and it's the largest lead for either team, just like that. And that's how quickly FAU has shown it can get away from them this year, and how good Dayton is to show how well they can snatch control of the game.
No, exactly right, Ed. But if you're Florida Atlantic going into the locker room, you have to feel good about yourself because these, once again, is all self-inflicted. It's not being outmatched. It's not being outplayed. Okay, it's just we're kind of giving Dayton these extra opportunities to score the basketball. And you can't do that with this type of team, especially because of how efficient they are on offense.
Florida Atlantic, 56% in the first half from the field, but Dayton has the 6-point lead, shooting 55%. And 5 of 11 from 3. FAU has work to do in the second half. First round NIT here in Boca. Dayton 44, Florida Atlantic 38. We'll start the halftime show after this. It's Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
It's the Good Greek Spiro. For the best move ever, go to goodgreek.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Elevate your event with Grimes Events and Party Tents, proud supporters of FAU Athletics. As South Florida's premier tent rental company, we turn ordinary gatherings into extraordinary experiences. Don't settle for less. Call 561-853 or visit grimespartytents.com to make your next celebration unforgettable.
Calling all Owls fans. Duffy's Sports Grill is the place to catch all the football action this season. Duffy's has voted the best year over year with their award-winning jumbo wings, certified Angus beef burgers, and 2-for-1 drinks. Plus, with over 80 TVs, you'll never miss a minute of the action. So grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's to cheer on your favorite team. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. And remember, at Duffy's, our game is always on.
Welcome to Flagler Credit Union, banking for everyone. No matter the size of your dreams, we're here to help with all your financial needs. Buying a home, upgrading your car, planning that bucket list vacation, we've got you covered. From saving for college to growing your business or planning for retirement, we're with you at every step. At Flagler Credit Union, we put people and community first. For every dream, for every step, for everyone. Learn more at flaglercu.org. Insured by NCAA, proud partner of Florida Atlantic University Athletics.
This is Coach Bob Stoops. When you're a college football coach, it's important to have an eye for talent. The same holds true when choosing your tequila. When I tried rock and roll, I liked it so much, I decided to become a partner in this Oklahoma-owned company. Crafted in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico, the smooth taste of rock and roll's triple distilled platinum, or añejo, called Cristalino, and the incredible premium quality mango tequila, no excuses. Make rock and roll your game day tequila.
This is the Florida Atlantic Halftime Show, presented by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, the official sports medicine provider of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
It is halftime in Boca Raton, NIT first round. Dayton 44, Florida Atlantic 38. FAU in the first half leads for 10 minutes, but Dayton goes to the locker room with the biggest lead either team has had on this Wednesday night, thanks to 2 separate extended offensive droughts for Florida Atlantic in the final 6 minutes. 1 of 4 minutes leading to a Dayton 10-0 run, and then Florida Atlantic ends the half on another 3-minute drought. And it is Dayton 44, Florida Atlantic 38. Ken LaVicka back with you from Boca Raton in front of a large crowd here in the first ever postseason game ever played here at Florida Atlantic, and the first college basketball postseason tournament contest in the last 10 years here in South Florida. A wildly entertaining opening half. And let's get to our Baptist Health game numbers. Individual scoring, we'll start with the host side. Caleb Glenn, 12 points for FAU, 4 of 8 from the field. Matas Boykititis with 10 in 13 and a half minutes of action. He is 4 of 5 from the field. 6 points for Baba Miller, 4 for Trey Carroll, 3 each for Leland Walker and Devin Vanterpool. Dayton led by Enoch Cheeks, 9 points. A 6-point first half for Nate Santos, Javon Bennett, as well as Jacob Connor of Dayton. And then 5 each for Malachi Smith, Posh Alexander, and Zed Key. Pretty balanced scoring for the third place team out of the Atlantic 10 and the number 1 overall seed in this NIT region. Florida Atlantic shoots 56% from the field, Dayton 55.2%. It was Dayton 5 of 11 from 3, 45.5%. Florida Atlantic 3 of 9, 33.3%. Dayton 7 of 11 from the stripe, 63.6%. FAU 7 of 9, 77.8%. 14-12 rebounding edge. Dayton 4-3 on the offensive glass for the visitors as well. 8 FAU assists, 3 for Leland Walker, 7 dimes for Dayton. FAU turned it over 6 times to Dayton's 2, but only a 6-4 points off turnover advantage for Dayton. 4 steals for the Flyers, 1 for FAU. Florida Atlantic has 2 blocks. Dayton has 1. Points in the paint, 22-20. Florida Atlantic, 2-zip on the second chance for Florida Atlantic, 5-4 on the fast break. Dayton's bench outscoring FAU's 18-7. Dayton's largest lead, what they have now, 6. FAU's largest advantage, 5 on multiple different occasions. Dayton went on a 9-0 run in the about 5.5 minute mark to 3:27 in the first half. Florida Atlantic went on a 5-0 spurt early in this contest. The lead changed 10 times. We were tied 4 different occasions. Florida Atlantic led for 10 minutes and 2 seconds. Dayton, 7 minutes and 25 seconds. Through 20 minutes of basketball here in Boca, it's Dayton 44, Florida Atlantic 38. We'll come back, go through the FAU MBA Sport Management Program out-of-town scoreboard. This is Owls Basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
Academy Bus, the East Coast leader in bus transportation services, is proud to be the ground transportation provider for Florida Athletic University athletics. Like those who wear the blue and red, we strive for excellence with every move we make. Our diversified fleet features 54 and 38 passenger buses ready to move your group. To learn more about how we can help move your group, visit our website at www.academybus.com. That's www.academybus.com.
At The Melting Pot, our premium ingredients are key to an exceptional fondue, like our award-winning cheeses, premium cuts of beef, and wild-caught lobster, ready to dip in our house-made sauces, and followed by our delicious handcrafted chocolate fondue. But the most important ingredient isn't on the menu. It's what you bring to the table, your passion for flavor and connection to each other. It all comes together for a truly memorable experience. Join us tonight and savor every moment at The Melting Pot.
Looking for the best team in town? The reviews say it all. Shiner Law Group has been trusted by people just like you to deliver real results right after that accident. With top ratings and thousands of satisfied clients, there's a reason Shiner Law Group has been the go-to injury law firm in our community for nearly 25 years. Again, don't just take my word for it. Read the reviews and find out why Shiner Law Group is the right choice for you.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Halftime at Boca Raton. It is the first round of the NIT. It is top seed Dayton 44, Florida Atlantic 38 with 20 more minutes of basketball to come. Alongside former FAU basketball legend Damon Arnett, I'm Ken Levicka. Let's take 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. It's Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
From the Rubenstein Law Studios, 1-800-FL-LEGAL. FAU basketball is on Fox Sports 640, WMEN, Royal Palm Beach.
Abyssinian Court at Eleanor R. Baldwin Arena in Boca Raton, Florida. 44-38 Dayton on top of FAU at halftime. Let's go through the FAU NBA Sport Management Program. Out-of-town scoreboard, FAU.edu/NBA Sport. Two other American teams are in action in the NIT tonight. It is a tight one in Philadelphia. UAB 34, St. Joe's 33, just underway second half. And they have just started their basketball game in Denton, North Texas. And Furman are in that opening round NIT matchup. In the NCAA tournament, night 2 of the first 4 16 seeds battling. 15 and a half minutes left from Dayton. Mount St. Mary's 56, American 48. And then later on tonight, it'll be the 11 seeds going at it, Xavier and Texas. And just like that, there is your FAU NBA Sport Management Program out-of-town scoreboard. Damon, you said something to me during the break. Before we get to our final break of this halftime, Florida Atlantic went through an over 6-minute stretch in the first half, not consecutively, but 6 of the 20 minutes of the first half not scoring a single point, and that's the glaring difference in this contest right now.
Yes, exactly is, and in a game like this, you can't afford those kind of stretches. Every basketball game and every team, I don't care what level of basketball you're playing, you're going to have multiple possessions where you come up empty, okay? But how you come up empty is what really carries over to the type of possession you're going to get your next opportunity to be. And sometimes, and what has been our Achilles heel all year, is we've had bad decision making that has led to empty possessions, and that extends the stretch of where it could be a 1-minute kind of drought. Now, because you made 2 bad decisions on the next 2 trips, now that's how it gets to 3 and 4 minute drought. So we got to value the basketball. We got to make smart plays every single trip up and down the floor.
So Florida Atlantic down 6 at halftime, 44-38, and FAU will have to get back to what's been at times, Damon, some really good, strong, free-flowing offense.
Well, you're exactly right. And when we're patient with the basketball, we move the ball with a purpose, and we know what we're trying to accomplish as a team without someone trying to be overzealous within the offense and think that they see an opportunity that's not there. They're not allowing the offense to dictate the opportunity. They're just putting their head down, deciding for themselves prematurely and premeditated that I'm about to try to make something happen.
Dayton 44, Florida Atlantic 38. Second half on the way. This is Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
It's the Good Greek Spiro. For the best move ever, go to goodgreek.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Elevate your event with Grimes Events and Party Tents, proud supporters of FAU Athletics. As South Florida's premier tent rental company, we turn ordinary gatherings into extraordinary experiences. Don't settle for less. Call 561-853 now or visit grimespartytents.com to make your next celebration unforgettable.
Academy Bus, the East Coast leader in bus transportation services, is proud to be the ground transportation provider for Florida Athletic University Athletics. Like those who wear the blue and red, we strive for excellence with every move we make. Our diversified fleet features 54 and 38 passenger buses ready to move your group. To learn more about how we can help move your group, visit our website at www.academybus.com. That's www.academybus.com.
The Boca Built Community Program was designed for local business leaders to create authentic partnerships that create awareness and deliver customer acquisitions that fit their brand's purpose. We're proud to announce this year's Boca Built Community members. Add graphic sign and wraps, Aloft Delray Beach, Fairfield by Marriott Boca Raton, On the Ball, Wizard Creations, and Wyndham Deerfield Beach Resort. Thank you for your continued support of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Calling all Owls fans. Duffy's Sports Grill is the place to catch all the football action this season. Duffy's is voted the best year over year with their award-winning jumbo wings, certified Angus beef burgers, and 2-for-1 drinks. Plus, with over 80 TVs, you'll never miss a minute of the action. So grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's to cheer on your favorite team. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. And remember, at Duffy's, our game is always on.
This is Florida Atlantic Basketball on the FAU Sports Media Network. The second half of Owls Basketball is brought to you by Corona Extra, reminding you to live La Vida Más Fina. Relax responsibly for 21 plus, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. The second half is moments away. Here's the voice of the Florida Atlantic Owls, Ken LaVicka.
We are headed towards second half action. It's been good basketball so far tonight. The question of are these teams motivated to play was answered very, very early in the first half. These two sides spent a good portion of the first half delivering haymakers to one another. It is Dayton 44, Florida Atlantic 38. Second half here is just about to get started on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network. First round of the NIT, and so FAU needs to get back offensively to what was working, which is movement off the ball, and you can score inside on this Dayton team. Go back to it.
Yes, and a lot of that scoring came with off-the-ball movement that ended up resulting in paint scoring opportunities. So we just got to keep the basketball game simple instead of trying to do too much. And it seems like everyone out here offensively for Florida Atlantic almost take turns just trying to just do too much when you allow the ball movement to dictate the opportunity.
Leland Walker, Caleb Glenn, Ken Evans, Baba Miller, Montas, Boykiatitis, the starting five back out for this second half. It'll be Dayton with the basketball to start here, with FAU down 44-38. This is the largest advantage either team has had here tonight. It has been very nip and tuck, a tight battle with both teams shooting well. FAU 56%, Dayton 55.2%.
And as always, these first 2 to 4 minutes of the second half, really going to tell you who came out the locker room focused, who's trying to go to Middle Tennessee or Chattanooga, wherever the next place is. Trying to find out who's trying to get on the plane to go play another game or get on the plane to go home.
It'll be Enoch Cheeks to inbound for Dayton. Far sideline, just behind the half-court stripe. Dayton's going to work in the right front court here in the second 20. Dayton in white, Florida Atlantic in red. There's the whistle. And we are back underway on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
And we got to watch Santos this second half. He was fairly quiet in the first half, but trust me, because he got an early foul trouble, he's going to come out and be aggressive.
Their leading scorer at over 14 a game, only 6 points in the opening stanza. Smith, top of the key for Dayton, 14 to shoot, around the screen, free throw line, tried to duck in, and he traveled. And up and down, you don't see that much. Smith indecisive, and Baba Miller flashed out to the corner to avoid the kick out, and that's what threw the whole Dayton playoff.
And I think this is the first time all season long we've come out in a zone. And we're in a 2-3 zone to start this second half.
So Florida Atlantic facing some backcourt pressure now as they try and get it into the front court left, which they do. Angling left across the timeline, Leland Walker. FAU down 6, 30 seconds into the second half. Walker between the rings, goes to the left wing, tried to slither through two defenders, got left of the lane, sent it up top for Ken Evans. Evans meanders to the right wing. He'll throw it high post right. Boykiatitis, 5 to shoot. Boykiatitis puts it on the deck, drives. He got it poked away by Latong. Tried to push it past Walker in the left corner. Tipped out of bounds by Walker. It'll be Dayton basketball.
And right now it's been these first two possessions have been some sloppy basketball. And I said determines this first 2-3 minutes determines is going to show you who's come out focused. It seems like both of the teams for the first possessions come out very sluggish.
A minute into the second half, Dayton has the basketball in the right corner. Here's Santos at 3. Arced it off the front of the rim and rebound for Ken Evans of FAU. Evans crossed the timeline, top of the key, 3, air ball. Oh my goodness. He missed it by a good foot, and it'll be Dayton basketball. That possession, 4 seconds long for FAU.
And you kind of wonder from Ken, you haven't taken that shot all season long. You've been the exact opposite of that that kind of shot attempt early on. So hopefully we can play through it. Right now, let's just act like the second half just started.
And then a wide open Cheeks three, left wing, and he missed that one for Dayton, but an offensive rebound for the Flyers. 18.5 minutes left in the game. Here's a drive-in kick, and a three is up. That three is missed too strong. And rebound, FAU, as Bennett missed that triple. Florida Atlantic trying to get on the board in this second half. 44-38. Dayton, pass underneath from Walker. Boykietitis had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds across the baseline. It'll be FAU ball, 23 on the shot clock. That's the right idea, though, from Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, exactly, but it looked like he got hacked. The ball got hacked out of his hands. Out of Montas's hands, that is.
From the left of the rim, baseline left front court, Leland Walker will trigger the inbound for FAU. Throws it to Baba Miller in the paint. On his pivot, foot goes up left hand, got the roll off the window. Well done, Baba. And FAU within 4, 44-40. Almost 2 minutes expired.
And that's an example of he doesn't need to do too much. He's going to realize he's longer and taller than 60%, 70% of the people trying to guard him.
Dayton front court right, a wide open right wing three. That one goes down. FAU's allowed 4 of them in this second half. Dayton didn't hit any of them until then. Playing with fire. Javon Bennett hits the triple, and Dayton has its largest lead, 47-40. Just no defense around him.
Yeah, the zone was too far shifted over.
FAU left front court. Here's Ken Evans driving from the right wing, swoops into the paint, and a floater missed it from 5 feet. Rebound out of bounds off of Evans, far right corner. Ken is now 0 of 3, and he's shot hunting now in what could be the final half of his college career.
Yeah, he's trying to be assertive and aggressive, but it's kind of hard to do that when all season long.
He hasn't been.
He hasn't been.
47-40 Dayton, 2.5 minutes gone in this second half, and Nico Moretti to the scores table for FAU. Santos up top for Dayton. Smith sends it high post left. Latong to Bennett. Another open right wing three. Got another one. Leland Walker got caught up in a screen. Dayton's up 10, and this is problem time for FAU. And then Leland Walker gave up the inbound. Santos top of the key three. That rattled out. Offensive rebound pulled down by Bennett. And now here comes Santos. Kicks. Bennett's going to take another three. That one short. And FAU grabs a rebound. Somehow weathered that. Dayton 50, Florida Atlantic 40. But man, FAU's guard play really hurting it right now. Now it's Leland Walker. He puts up a floater, no good. Boykietitis a follow. Right of the rim scores. 50-42. FAU with an 8. The 6-0 run comes to an end for Dayton.
So those kind of possessions and plays you just can't have. That's just not winning basketball from our point guard position.
Here's a three. Cheeks right wing. That's no good off the back rim. Loose rebound. Ken Evans for FAU. FAU races left front court. Leland Walker left of the perimeter. He's going to take a three. He's going to miss it off the front rim. This is just poor shot selection. 50-42 Dayton. 16-13 left to go. Dayton's content just launching too, by the way.
Exactly. And offensively, you got to give Montas the basketball down there. Leland should not have taken that shot.
And an alley-oop for Dayton. Coming from the left, Bennett. And he's able to put it up for Latong, who flushed it with 2 hands. 52-42 Dayton. This has been a disappointingly listless open to the second half for FAU. And I hate to say it, but Florida Atlantic's guard play is lazy right now. Timeout. Dayton 52, Florida Atlantic 42, 15:55 left. We'll take a break as well. It's Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
Whether you're cheering for the Owls or looking for a winning smile, Sage Dental has you covered. As the official dental provider of Florida Atlantic Athletics, we offer everything from general and cosmetic dentistry to implants and orthodontics. Here's a score. New patients get a free exam, x-rays, and more. Transform your smile and support the Owls. Visit mysagedental.com to book your appointment today. Go Owls and go Sage Dental.
Owls fans, get electrified with Phil Smith Acura. With the innovative styles of the premium all-electric SUV Acura ZDX. Enjoy impressive range, convenient charging, and a dynamic drive. And right now, eligible buyers can get up to $7,500 federal tax credit. Visit philsmithacura.com to explore the all-electric ZDX. The FAU Owls are driven to win because they are driven by us.
Eligible through June 30th, 2025. $7,500 towards the capitalized cost reduction with the lease of a qualified new Acura EV. Federal tax incentives, amounts, and requirements may continue to change.
The number 10 ranked, globally and nationally renowned Florida Atlantic's MBA in Sport Management program, helping the sports industry executives of tomorrow. Founded in 2000, never finished lower than number 30 in the Sports Business World rankings, many students secure full-time sport industry jobs prior to graduation. Visit fau.edu/MBA Sport to learn more.
55 left to go, and Florida Atlantic finds itself down 10, 52-42 to Dayton. Along with Damon Arnett, I am Ken LaVicka. Dayton came into tonight at over 8 threes made per game, 8.1. There's still just under 16 minutes left. They already have 7, and I don't have the exact number, but I've been trying to track it. FAU has allowed Dayton to shoot 5 wide-open threes in this second half, and they're lucky, FAU is, they're not down 15.
No, you're exactly right, and that's one of the things that we talked about in the pregame is that you got to guard the three-point line, okay? And unfortunately, our guard play is the position that's leaving the shots open for Dayton.
The officials are looking at something right now on the monitor. I'm not sure what they're actually looking at, unless they're looking at the clock to see when the timeout happened. Right now, the game clock is at 15:55. Florida Atlantic is down 10 for a second time in this second half. No team had led by more than 6 in the first 20, but Dayton has come out. They've been chucking threes. They've been moving the ball to get those threes that they're launching up. FAU offensively looks completely ragged, and Florida Atlantic right now, just like they did at times in Fort Worth, the guards are getting selfish with the basketball, and that ball's not moving.
And, you know, not only that, but our guards play is you can always overcome bad offense by good defense. But to compound the problem defensively, our guards, the guard position is where the breakdown is happening, leaving people open, or like the first three-pointer that Benet made, we was just over-shifted in the top of the 2-3 zone. So we've got to get more intelligent play from our guards.
It is Nico Moretti, Caleb Glenn, Trey Carroll, Baba Miller, Kiki Tandy on the floor for FAU.
And we're still in this game. I mean,
oh, no doubt.
I mean, this is a 10-point game, and they've had to get the kind of run. So,
but you got to reestablish yourself in the flow of this game now.
You do. We've got to establish some level of consistency and some level of urgency too, as well as what our defense are giving rebounds.
FAU left front court. Caleb Glenn triggered from the near sideline, and Baba Miller thought about a 3 left wing. Sends it between the rings. Moretti. Now Miller on the perimeter to the left, bounces top of the key, bounce past Carroll, and his free throw line jumper is good. Easy offense for FAU. The Owls with an 8, 52-44, 15 and a half minutes remain.
And that's what basketball is supposed to look like. And you know they can do it. It's just a matter of, as a young team, they just lose focus.
So here comes Dayton front court right. Santos along the baseline, left to right, throws up top. Bennett, his 3 is good. This is too easy for Dayton. 55-44. Dayton, largest lead now at 11. 15-13 left to go. Dayton is just chucking triples into this second half. I mean, that already is their 9th 3 taken in the second half. And we've only played 5 minutes. Trey Carroll gets blocked underneath by Cheeks. After a pass from the right corner for Baba Miller. Dayton into the right front court. Here's a kick to Cheeks. Left wing, got in the lane. Now on his pivot foot. Bounces. Bennett. Up top, Cheeks. Wants to drive. Nice scoop. And a dunk underneath for Jack of Dayton. Dayton starting to really put the foot on throat. 57-44 Flyers. 14 and a half minutes left.
Well, what's happening is that Dayton has got Florida Atlantic closing out very hard, and they're using that against us and just dribbling right to our closeout spot.
Baba Miller lost the dribble, and it's stolen Alexander. Alexander nearly lost the dribble, trying for a run out. Dayton able to recover the basketball. Cheeks on the right wing. Cheeks around to screen. Crossover dribble. Free throw line behind his back. He's going to back in, still back in against Tandy. Scoops right hand, scored. Kiki Tandy dominated in the post. That's not his game. 59-44 Dayton. This has really gotten away from Florida Atlantic 6 minutes into the second half. 15-point Dayton advantage.
We're still in the basketball game. We just got to get some good possessions going here, along with good defensive spots.
Dayton playing his zone. Here's Carroll, right elbow for FAU. Takes a dribble, spins. He's fouled in traffic, falling away with a 7-footer, and he'll shoot 2 when we come back. 13:51 left. All Dayton 59-44. This is Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
Looking for a stress-free car buying experience? Look no further than Phil Smith Kia, your ultimate one-stop shop for easy car buying. An incredible selection of new and certified pre-owned vehicles that cater to you. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are here to make your car buying journey as smooth as possible. Conveniently located in Lighthouse Point, your trusted partner, whether you're buying or selling your vehicle. Phil Smith Kia, home of the Maximus deal. Right, Maximus? Right. Call us today at 954-545-7200 or visit us at philsmithkia.com.
The Boca Built Community Program was designed for local business leaders to create authentic partnerships that create awareness and deliver customer acquisitions that fit their brand's purpose. We're proud to announce this year's Boca Built Community members: Ambassador Marketing Group, 495 Boca Car Wash, Bolay Fresh Bold Kitchen, Sinesta Selecta Boca Raton, and Syzygy Global. Thank you for your continued support of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Looking for the best team in town? The reviews say it all. Shiner Law Group has been trusted by people just like you to deliver real results right after that accident. With top ratings and thousands of satisfied clients, there's a reason Shiner Law Group has been the go-to injury law firm in our community for nearly 25 years. Again, don't just take my word for it. Read the reviews and find out why Shiner Law Group is the right choice for you.
You're listening to Florida Atlantic Basketball on the FAU Sports Media Network.
FAU is right now going to need something to cinch it up, or this is going to get away from them. 59-44 Dayton, 15-point game, 13:51 left in this opening round NIT matchup. And Dayton has chucked up 9 threes in the opening 6 minutes and change of the second half. Hit 3 of them, but it's been enough to extend the lead to a really, really cliff-hanging situation for FAU. The Owls are only shooting 33% from the field in the second half. They have turned it over on 2 different occasions, leading to 2 buckets for Dayton. FAU's defense is getting stretched really, really thinly. And FAU is going to have to establish some sort of foothold, or this could get a little bit ugly here. The FAU MBA Sport Management Program, number 10 ranked globally and nationally renowned. The FAU MBA Sport Management Program, helping the sports and entertainment executives of tomorrow. Visit fau.edu/MBA Sport to learn more. John Jacobs going with Nico Moretti, Trey Carroll, Devin Vanterpool, Montas Borkietitis, Caleb Glenn. I think it's pretty obvious he's desperately looking for a 5 who can at least be aggressive and find a way back into this one.
Yeah, and now that Montas is back in the game, I really look for us to try to get him the basketball because he's been consistently consistent. Okay, and so not to be able to go to him, especially when he has good post-up position, really will allow the offense to flow a little bit. But it seems as if we're resisting as a team to allow the offense to run through Montas, and so, but that's going to come with growth.
7-0 run for Dayton is done as Trey Carroll hits his first free throw. The foul was called on Ian Jack of Dayton before the timeout. One more coming for Trey. Trey has 7 points. Trey has 8 points as it hits every part of the rim, rolls around the second time for good measure and falls through. FAU within 13, 59-46. 13:45 left to go, and Dayton wastes no time getting into the front court right. Florida Atlantic still playing zone. At the right wing, here's Alexander for Dayton. Gives it off Santos. His 3 is good from deep on the right with a hand in his face. Dayton has shot 10 threes in the second half and hit 4 of them. 62-46 Dayton. That is their game plan. Just beat FAU from the perimeter. And now Devin Vanterpool somehow had a kick out, go through his hands and out of bounds near sideline. This is really nasty from Florida Atlantic right now.
Yeah, it is. We're just not in sync. And this is where we've never had leadership on the floor this whole year. And that's what we're missing. Because leadership is supposed to kind of right the ship here and get everybody's mental back where it needs to be.
Well, we might as well just pre-call it and say Dayton will shoot a 3 on this possession. 7 minutes expired, second half. 62-46 Dayton. This is Alexander. Right of the lane, swung around to the left, driving. Santos tried to kick it to Alexander, stolen by Moretti. Moretti for FAU. Pushes across the timeline, left side of the floor. Scoops Glenn. Glenn has to hold it up and gives it Moretti in the center circle. 62-46 Dayton. 12:44 left. Left wing, Vanderpool. He had the ball poked away from him out of bounds, far sideline. 15 on the shot clock. FAU's going to inbound from the backcourt. And it'll be Javon Bennett back on for Dayton. Off comes Enoch Cheeks.
We got to get Dayton hands off of our balls offensively. When we're passing the ball, when we're trying to dribble the basketball, it seems as if Dayton's hands are on it just as much as ours.
FAU inbounds, 8 to shoot. Left front court, Moretti on the right wing. Sends it deep on the right, Vanderpool. Steps through 2 defenders. Throws it left corner. Glenn a catch and shoot 3. Way short. The rebound fumbled by Vanderpool. Won by Dayton. Here they come. Alexander far side, right front court. Alexander gives it to Santos on the right wing. Santos against Vanderpool. Santos scoops. Taken by Bennett. High right side. 15 to shoot. Bennett around the screen. You guessed it. A 3 from the top. And he hit another one. It's a blowout. 65-46 Dayton. And then a foul. A technical foul against Bennett of Dayton for trash talking on the other end.
I think they gave him a double tech.
Is it a double tech?
Technical foul on Montas and 23.
Montas and Zed Key got tied up. So Florida Atlantic down 19 now. This has officially spiraled out of control for FAU. Florida Atlantic cannot guard the perimeter. 10 of 22 from 3 is Dayton. And what has killed FAU defensively all year is about to end its season with 12:05 left.
Yeah, we're just not able to guard. I mean, give Dayton credit. You still got to make the shot even though you're open. But we're definitely allowing them to shoot rhythm shots.
One team's come out of the locker room, one hasn't. Left front court, FAU breaks pressure. Bounce past Tandy on the right wing. Now Moretti left side. Back to Tandy. Right side 3. Got it. FAU able to finally hit a triple. They hadn't scored in almost 4 minutes. 65-49 at Dayton with 11:40 remaining.
And right there, you got good ball movement going, but the ball's got to flow a little bit. Dayton is shooting rhythm shots in their offense, and we're not.
Here's Alexander. Right side of the floor is the front court for Dayton. To Bennett up top. Around the screen. Guarded by Carroll. 10 to shoot. A push left-hand Santos. He's at the left wing. Handoff Connor. 5 on the shot clock. Bennett with 3 with 2. Step back prayer 3. You bet. It is impossible to stop Dayton. This is a show, especially Javon Bennett. He's got 21 and a steal for Dayton. Left wing Alexander, his 3. That's short. And Moretti the rebound, and he's tripped and fouled with 10:59 left to go.
And that turnover there by Moretti, that can't happen. I mean, that's not value in the basketball. And the shots Dayton are hitting, I mean, especially that last one, it was contested, it was at the end. Sometimes, as we always say, good offense will always be good defense.
Well, Javon Bennett single-handedly throttling Florida Atlantic. It's 68-49 Dayton. 10:59 left to go in the game, and it'll be FAU ball when we come back. It is Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
For more than 70 years, Nozzle Nolan Pest Solutions has been a trusted name for South Florida home and business owners, offering exceptional pest control services to our community. Rest easy knowing that pest control services are tailored to your specific needs, using eco-friendly treatments that prioritize your health and safety. Don't wait. Schedule a free inspection at nozzlenolan.com and take the first step towards a pest-free environment.
Whether you're cheering for the Owls or looking for a winning smile, Sage Dental has you covered. As the official dental provider of Florida Atlantic Athletics, we offer everything from general and cosmetic dentistry to implants and orthodontics. Here's a score. New patients get a free exam, x-rays, and more. Transform your smile and support the Owls. Visit mysagedental.com to book your appointment today. Go Owls and go Sage Dental.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
10-point barrage for Dayton. 68-49, Dayton on top, and specifically Javon Bennett, who is 7 of 11 from beyond the arc. He has 21 points. He has gone off in this game. It doesn't matter if FAU leaves him unchecked. It doesn't matter if FAU has a hand on his face, in his face. It doesn't matter if he's shooting on balance or off balance. They're all going in, and FAU's getting blown out of their own building after playing a really good first half. 68-49 Dayton. 10:59 left to go in this NIT first round, and it's tough when a player is red hot, and it is demoralizing when you can do nothing to stop him.
Well, it's really not that tough, Ken, in all honesty, because you know what he's doing. He's a one-trick pony to a certain extent, and if you're going to get beat, make him do something else. We're not making him do nothing else, and that's the issue I have with our defensive approach to him as this game is starting to as he's taking control of the game with his shot making. Make him do something else. I have no idea why there's even a hint of help off of him at this stage of the game. And he's the point guard for the team, so our guards are not meeting the individual challenge. Ken, when you're out here playing basketball, I know this is a team sport, but it's a lot of individual effort and energy and individual battles. Collectively, you put together as a team win or a team defensive stand or an offensive set. We're not winning our individual matchups on either side of the floor from our guard position.
And it reflects on the scoreboard. 68-49 Dayton. 10:59 left to go. If FAU is going to try and make a push, it's got to start happening now. Kiki Tandy, Nico Moretti, Ken Evans, Trey Carroll, and Baba Miller on the floor for FAU. Full court pressure for Dayton. Florida Atlantic breaks it. Moretti lobs it into the left front court for Baba Miller on the right block. He gives it off to Trey Carroll. Opposite block with a nifty arcing pass. And the layup for Carroll, good off the glass. 68-51 Dayton.
And you can see right there we broke the press because we got someone in the middle. So anytime our press break is breaking down, we're not in our right spots to break the press.
Dayton has hit 7 of its last 8 field goals. They have just chucked the ball from 3 this whole second half. Bennett on the right wing, handoff Santos. Now Key, high right. Wants a handoff, and it was a poor handoff, stolen by Tandy. Tandy on the other end, and it should be an intentional foul against Key, who grabbed him by the shoulder, didn't make a play for the ball with 10:18 left to go. That should be an obvious intentional foul. And the officials are going to look at it. He didn't try to play the ball. He simply grabbed Kiki Tandy's shoulder as they approached the rim.
And it's a telltale sign when you know a defensive player doesn't make a play on the ball, he automatically raises his hand.
So Dayton up 17. So it is a flagrant against Key.
Now these are moments right now, Ken, where this is a potential 4 or 5 point trip down the floor. You got to take advantage of these opportunities to kind of crawl yourself back in the game, and also too to feel good about what you're doing now.
So Kiki Tandy to the line. Rare that Kiki Tandy has shot free throws. His first one in the air, and he's good. And one more coming. Florida Atlantic will also have the ball with 10:18 left. FAU down 16, 68-52.
If we can get this lead down to around 10 with about 8 minutes to go.
Kiki made the second.
We can position ourselves to make a really good push.
So FAU down 15, going to inbound in the left front court from right of the rim. It's going to be a baseline out of bounds. Nico Moretti. FAU in red on this Wednesday night. Dayton in white.
And these kind of possession and opportunities right now is really a momentum killer as well.
Moretti delivers it. Trey Carroll inside the perimeter left side. Now between the rings. Tandy up from 3 from 30 feet. Got the ball back from Miller and missed a 3 off the back rim. He clanked that and Dayton the rebound. So FAU got 2 out of that. Here's Dayton, front court right. Cheeks, right wing. Sends it to the hot hand. Bennett, high left. Coming up to retrieve Smith now, top of the key. He will dribble one hop to the right wing. Swung around left. Wide open Howland 3, and he got it again. My goodness. 8 of 12 from Howland, and they're all wide open.
See, that's just Baba just losing focus. He's sinking in, and I don't understand it.
It's just poor defensive IQ from Florida Atlantic.
And his lack of awareness.
Baba Miller, right corner 3. He answers with one of his own. 71-56, Dayton with 9.5 left.
But if I'm Ken Evans, who's initially signed to him, I'm not switching off of him right now.
Right. Well, Florida Atlantic knows its defensive issues going into the offseason because they've been around all year long. Right front court, Latong. High post left for Dayton. Flips it off. Cheeks wants to drive from the right. Is he going to take it two? No, he's going to kick it up to a wide open left wing three. And that's missed short, no good by Smith of Dayton. And the ball bounces out of bounds across the baseline. FAU basketball.
And see, because on that last three, Evans switched when the ball was weak side with Baba. And Baba just kept 1 foot in the paint knowing that he had a shooter on his side.
I don't know if I've ever seen a team shoot as many threes as Dayton has in one half of basketball. Florida Atlantic on offense, left front court. Caleb Glenn, a left wing three. That's good. Back-to-back threes for Florida Atlantic. It's a 71-59 game with 8:50 left to go.
And we just got to keep playing is all.
Dayton goes to work front court right. Latong, high post left side. Handoff Holland. Now Cheeks right wing. Over to Santos, right of the circle. Back to Cheeks, high right. 14 to shoot. Cheeks drives. Up and under, reverse layup. No. Carroll has it for FAU. Carroll up the middle of the floor, left front court. And he threw it away. Across the right sideline. Wanted Tandy, and Tandy just let it sail.
And that, to me, that's a product of this day's NAH basketball. No one's running the wings hard because you're never going to sprint hard and stop at the three-point line. You're always going to jog into it. But the opportunity to run hard for a layup was there.
This FAU team at times loves to kick itself in the groin. 71-51 Dayton. 8:18 left to go. Smith for Dayton got left to the lane, give it up. Holland high left. 14 on the shot clock. Holland from the right wing threads a pass left corner. Santos shot fake goes in and missed a layup with the left hand, but he's fouled. Late whistle. 2 free throws coming for Dayton Santos.
And what Dayton is doing a good job, they're making us chase. Okay, because we have to respect that three-point line so much that they're attacking us with the dribble when they see us close out so hard, and it keeps the defense in a chasing type of mode, and they're just playing well out of that.
Nate Santos to the free throw line for Dayton to shoot 2, and his first one is good. This is a Dayton team that a huge what could have been pinned to the program. 2019-2020 season with O.B. Toppin as their star, 29-2 going into the Atlantic 10 tournament, and then COVID hit. Dayton was a national championship favorite that season. Second free throw, no good from Santos, and Boikiatitis hit the rebound out of bounds across the baseline.
See, remember these moments right now, because these are things that have just been hurting us all year long.
All year. When
we've been in dogfights like this, you can't afford that.
8:08 left. 72-59, Dayton, 13-point lead. FAU got to within 12, but now giving extra possessions to Dayton. Smith top of the key for the Flyers. Front court right. Heads around to screen, throws it up top Santos. Santos probes, drives from the left, and a bailout foul. Santos going back to the line. This on Boikiatitis again. John Jacobs is beside himself. He is extremely upset with 7:57 left to go. 72-59 Dayton. John Jacobs is absolutely incensed. And we'll take a break. It's Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
You know where Gator Nation goes for fine jewelry and engagement rings? Only one place, International Diamond Center. IDC is the premier jeweler, the only jeweler to ever be named official jeweler of the Gators. It's a Florida family-owned company with an impeccable reputation for quality, value, and integrity. Did you know that IDC is one of only a handful of jewelers around the country that refuses to sell lab-grown diamonds? At IDC, they only sell real, rare, precious, and natural diamonds made by Mother Earth, so you can be assured of lasting value. They're also the only authorized retailer for all of the top bridal designers, featuring handcrafted rings made in America. So, if you're getting engaged or celebrating special occasion, let the non-commissioned experts at International Diamond Center guide you every step of the way. You will get the value you want, the quality you can have confidence in, and the experience you deserve. Get all the details at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, official jeweler of the Gators.
They're in the final turn now, and it's car number 2 pulling ahead.
Looks like the gamble was worth the risk. It's been an extraordinary battle for this young racer.
And he's done it!
Race.
Leave the
risky driving to the professionals. If you're heading home from a game or sporting event and have had too much to drink, call a rideshare or have a designated driver. Don't gamble with the odds. It's just not worth it. Drink responsibly. Think responsibly. This message is brought to you by Robes Law Group in partnership with the FAU Owls, putting the community first.
It certainly seems as if Florida Atlantic still has some fight in it, but can they drag themselves to within single digits? Dayton is led by as many as 19 in this second half. It's a 13-point lead for the Flyers, going to the free throw line with their leading scorer, Nate Santos. The Owls briefly were within 12. It's 72-59. Under 8 minutes left to go. 7:57 on the game clock with Damon Arnett. I am Ken Levicka. Phil Smith Acura, proud to support the Owls' journey to victory. And Phil Smith Acura, just like the Owls on the court, they are driven to win with a wide selection of luxury vehicles, outstanding service, and a commitment to excellence. Phil Smith Acura, your winning choice. Visit philsmithacura.com. Driven to win, driven by them. Phil Smith Acura. I'd like to apologize for the state of my voice. I worked hard over the last 3 days to try and get it to an acceptable level. It was fine in the first half, but now it's regressing again. It's a bad case of laryngitis that luckily I will have another couple of days to work on if FAU wins, and if not, then I have an off season
to get the
voice back. So we'll see. We will see. It's one of the frustrations of being a broadcaster. When this hits, there's no great way to go about it.
Well, Ken, I just need you, much like FAU has got to do. I need you to focus. I need you to lock in.
Just grind through.
You got 8 minutes to go to make a difference.
That's right.
You have 8 minutes to go to make a difference in the season. You have to ask yourself, how do you want these last 8 minutes to go when you lay your head on your pillow tonight?
Yep.
When you wake up tomorrow, how do you want these 8 minutes to go? Next week, when people are talking about this game, what do you want to be said? You have 8 minutes to think about that right now and see the effort and push through it.
That was inspiring. I love that. Florida Atlantic, by the way, got within 12, forced to miss, and then FAU turned it over. Coming down the floor, trying to grab momentum. Santos went to the free throw line, made one of two. FAU fumbled the backhand miss out of bounds, and it leads to another Santos trip to the line, and he makes the first one. And Santos by himself from the line as up the lead back to 14 for Dayton with 7:57 left. John Jacobs is really frustrated.
Well, he's frustrated because we're having our moments, okay, but we're just not doing what it takes to capitalize on them.
So after all that, Dayton ends up having a 3-point possession. 74-59 Flyers, and FAU into the front court left. Every possession critical now for FAU if they want to make this a game. Leland Walker between the rings, nearly lost the dribble, went to the left wing, tried to get around a defender, got inside, forced a layup, and that's not the right play. And he missed it badly, and Dayton has the basketball.
And I think some of what Leland has struggled with is just recognizing his capabilities and who's guarding him. Enoch is a good 4 inches taller than him.
Smith misses a 3 for Dayton from the left wing. FAU basketball.
And he's trying to do a flip back layup. That's not going to work.
FAU left front court on the right elbow. Tandy gave it up. Glenn wants to drive. Jump stop in the lane. Blocked from behind by Letong. And here comes Dayton off the clear. And they're in transition. And here's a layup. 3 touches in the paint, and it leads to a Bennett right-handed lay-in. 76-59 Dayton.
Now look at the difference in the leadership and the intelligence of the fast break. When Carroll had the ball, everybody was stopped at the three-point line.
Nice look from Walker, top of the key, picked out a cutting Voikietitis layup. Good. FAU within 15 again, 76-61, 6:50 and ticking.
Dayton just had a fast break and they got a layup. So you don't run fast to shoot a three-pointer. You run fast to get a layup.
Well, Dayton's a favorite to win the NIT for a reason. And they have the basketball with 12 to shoot. High right, Letong almost threw it away backdoor, but Cheeks grabbed the loose ball, gave it Santos left corner. He's going to roam, found Cheeks left block. Now it's swung right corner to the right wing. Letong missed a 3 off the right wing, right side of the rim, and FAU the ball. In transition, Glenn to the rim, fouled, couldn't get it to go. Off the glass as he soared towards the iron from the left side, and he's going to shoot 2. And this is against Dayton's Letong.
And that's what you want to see, and I love how hard Glenn ran that lane. That's basketball. You don't run to stop at a three-point line unless you're Steph Curry.
Right.
Okay? And especially when we're trying to get points and scrap and get anything cheap or anything easy, which can't get much easier than a layup.
Right.
We need to be busting tail to hustle down this floor to get these opportunities.
Caleb Glenn at the free throw line for Florida Atlantic, and his first one is no good. That won't help. 76-61 Dayton. 6:20 left. Baba Miller will take Ken Evans off. And one more coming here for Caleb. FAU needs to go on 6-0, 7-0 run here, and it needs to happen post-haste. Just something. And Caleb missed them both. And here comes this flawed aspect of Florida Atlantic's game now from the line. Dayton up the near side, right front court. Bennett around to Jack Screen, goes to the right wing, probes to the right block, navigates the baseline right to left. He comes out left side of the lane, now back beyond the top of the key. 6 minutes left. Jack, left block, swung around right side up, fake Cheeks. Cheeks, jump stop, into the lane, and a right-handed layup attempt. No, Baba Miller, the FAU rebound. FAU needs a basket. Miller throws it up ahead underneath the basket, left front court, Voikiatitis, and he lost it going up against Jack. And now here comes Dayton again. Front court right, Jack in the lane, two-handed dunk. Baba Miller didn't see the cutter. 78-61, 5.5 minutes left. Dayton in control.
And once again, they're running the break to get layups. And we can learn something from how they're playing the basketball game with their energy and effort.
Left front court, FAU. Kiki Tandy, right side three. Good. Splashed it in. 78-64, down to a 14-point game again with 5:18 remaining.
It's the wrong time for Kiki to be tying his shoe.
Yep. Dayton into the right front court. Cheeks has it deep at the left perimeter, guarded by Voikiatitis. Now high left, Tandy with a shoe untied against Smith. Lobs it, Cheeks, same side, left perimeter. Now Santos top of the key. 9 on the Dayton shot clock. Santos, left side triple. Missed it, short. Baba Miller, the rebound, had it ripped free by Cheeks, and it's out of bounds off of...
I don't know why Leland
It's off of FAU. I don't understand what Leland's doing. Leland Walker just watched it roll in the corner, and then Cheeks slapped it off of him.
And Baba's got to be better with the basketball as well.
Right. I mean, this is just an FAU team that has wilted here tonight.
Yeah, Baba's got to get the ball up, man. We got to get stronger with the basketball. It shouldn't be that easy to dislodge a rebound.
So a timeout, 30-second timeout. Dayton, 78-64. Dayton, 4:50 left. Florida Atlantic over the AAC tournament, and tonight, this has been a prodigious stretch of extending opponent possessions. Fumbling rebounds out of bounds. Having balls ripped away after grabbing the basketball. Not able to chase down 50-50 balls. And now fans starting to file out.
Yeah, Baba, when he came down with the rebound, he brought it down to his waist. Okay, and he's got to understand that guards are going to hang around and come on your blind side. Okay, and once again, those kind of plays and that kind of, momentary lack of focus, it's just youth and inexperience.
It'll be Dayton inbound out of the timeout. It'll be Cheeks. Far left sideline near the corner in the right front court to trigger. And the officials stop play, and they say Baba Miller needs to give him more room. Cheeks looking, surveying, bounces it Santos, left wing, and Dayton will have it high left of the center circle. Smith against Walker. Smith up top, Santos, 12 to shoot for Dayton, and Jack catches a pass in the paint, then lost it off his knee, out of bounds across the baseline. This will be FAU basketball. Walker is grabbing at his head like he took an elbow.
I believe he did.
John Jacobs is asking the official, why aren't you reviewing that? And Landon Brandis and Errol Lewis and Josue Nieves are hearing an earful from John Jacobs. Leland Walker comes out. Kiki Tandy, Trey Carroll, Baba Miller, Caleb Glenn for FAU. Moretti, front court left. Gives it to Carroll on the left wing. Wants to spin into the lane. Does. Goes up. Scores off the window. FAU back within 12. 78-66. 4:18 left. Right now, we got to stop.
We got to get a stop, and we got to get a rebound.
Here is Smith for Dayton. inside the perimeter right side, and then Dayton turned it over again as he tried to force it to Cheeks from right of the lane. Cheeks under the rim, and it went off his fingertips out of bounds. FAU ball down 12, 4:09 left.
So now we got to get another good possession. We don't have to rush it. I know there's 4 minutes right now. We still have enough possessions in this game to run our natural offense.
Here's Carroll from the left. Spins around Jack. He's fouled. Couldn't finish at the rim, but he's going to shoot 2 free throws when we come back. 4 minutes even left to go. FAU has Trey Carroll to the line when we return. Dayton 78, Florida Atlantic 66. This is Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
Welcome to Flagler Credit Union, banking for everyone. No matter the size of your dreams, we're here to help with all your financial needs. Buying a home, upgrading your car, planning that bucket list vacation, we've got you covered. From saving for college to growing your business or planning for retirement, we're with you at every step. At Flagler Credit Union, we put people and community first. For every dream, for every step, for everyone. Learn more at flaglercu.org. Insured by NCAA, proud partner of Florida Atlantic University Athletics.
This is Coach Bob Supes. When you're a college football coach, it's important to have an eye for talent. The same holds true when choosing your tequila. When I tried rock and roll, I liked it so much, I decided to become a partner in this Oklahoma-owned company. Crafted in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico, the smooth taste of rock and roll's triple distilled platinum, or añejo, called Cristalino, and the incredible premium quality mango tequila, no excuses. Make rock and roll your game day tequila.
Looking for a stress-free car buying experience? Look no further than Phil Smith Kia, your ultimate one-stop shop for easy car buying. An incredible selection of new and certified pre-owned vehicles that cater to you. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are here to make your car buying journey as smooth as possible. Conveniently located in Lighthouse Point, your trusted partner whether you're buying or selling your vehicle. Phil Smith Kia, home of the Maximus deal. Right, Maximus? Right. Call us today at 954-545-7200 or visit us at philsmithkia.com.
The home stretch in this NIT first round game, 4 minutes left. Florida Atlantic down 12 to Dayton, 78-66. The Owls trail by as many as 19 in this second period. Trey Carroll to the free throw line for FAU to get Florida Atlantic closer than they have been in a long time in this second half. Looking for a stress-free car buying experience? Look no further than Phil Smith Kia, your one-stop shop for easy car buying. Don't settle where you buy your next car. Get the Maximus deal at Phil Smith Kia of Lighthouse Point or visit them at www.philsmithkia.com. That's Phil Smith Kia. 16 fouls against Dayton. 2 free throws here for Trey Carroll. 4 minutes even left to go. And this next minute is pivotal in the grand scheme of things.
Oh, it really is. I mean, we got to get points when the clock is stopped, okay? Because that always goes a long way in chipping into a lead if you're able to score when the clock is stopped. And we also got to understand that on the defensive end, we can't have butterfingers. We can't have defensive lapses because the offense is not doing anything different. Okay, other than we're just not leaving hot shooters wide open to shoot the basketball.
So Trey Carroll to the line for FAU. 12 points in what could be the final 4 minutes of his breakout college season. And the first free throw for the lefty is good. One more coming for Trey Carroll. 78-67 Dayton. Again, 4 minutes left to go. FAU's only committed 3 fouls. So if they want to start putting Dayton to the line, they got some work to do in that category. Trey hit them both. It's a 10-point game, 78-68. But now Florida Atlantic needs to defend. Santos from his back baseline will throw it in to Cheeks. Cheeks turns, and now he's going to make his way towards the center stripe. Handoff Bennett.
And if you're out there playing defense right now, you just got to be focused on one stop. Just one stop right now.
High post left. Here's Zed Key for Dayton. Handoff Santos. 10 to shoot. Santos against Moretti. There's not a good matchup here. Santos drives into the lane. Lost the dribble. Stolen by Moretti. Moretti leads the break. Gives it Miller left front court. Miller, top of the key. Almost trapped the ball on his hip. Gives it Tandy, right wing three. Oh, it rimmed out. It was a good look. And the rebound pulled down by Dayton and Malachi Smith. That might have been the moment.
Yeah, that was a good shot, though. I mean, I would love Candy coming off a little mini curl right there, and it was a good pass, and he rimmed out. He was halfway down.
Smith right front court, right wing. 15 to shoot for Dayton. Smith guarded by Miller. Down to 10. Smith with 9. Inside out dribble left hand. Free throw line. Gives it key underneath against Moretti, who lost it. Got it back with 4. Lobs it out Santos with 3, with 2. Up and under 3 at the buzzer. Got it. That's the game. That's got to be the game. That is demoralizing. Another late shot clock 3 for an FAU opponent. 81-68. Tandy on the other end. Gives it Glenn on the left wing. Now Baba Miller on the left side at the perimeter. Up top, Carroll. Carroll spins, right elbow, finds Baba Miller, left wing 3, short. Rebound, though, tipped out of bounds by Dayton near left sideline. But, man, a gut punch triple for Santos with FAU doing everything right defensively.
Yeah, and that's the way the game is going. Dayton, got to give Dayton credit. They knocked down shots. And once again, we played good defense all the way down to the last 3-4 seconds and just couldn't secure it by going the other direction.
2.5 minutes left. Nico Moretti for FAU, between the rings for FAU. Gives it right side, Tandy. Moretti, touch pass, free throw line. Carroll, who's fouled. And he's knocked to the floor while going up, and he is grabbing at his shoulder. He will shoot 2 free throws, 2:23 remaining.
Yeah, normally the way he's holding that right shoulder.
Oh, it is hanging there.
Yeah, that right. It looked like more like the quadish area. Is there a quadish? Is that a place?
It's like he's got like a tricep, shaking it out.
Good thing he's left-handed.
Yeah, it is his right arm for the left-handed Trey. So Trey back to the free throw line. 81-68. Dayton on top, and Trey made the first one. So FAU trying to at least hang dangerously. 2:23 left, but they need a lot of stops and to make critical shots. And Trey missed the second short, got his own rebound, goes back up, scores. 3-point possession, back to a 10-point game, 81-71. 2:15 remaining. Can FAU get the ball back?
Well, right now is this one stop at a time. You got to take all these next 5 or 7 possessions you're going to have, and you got to think one stop at a time for each one of them.
Dayton in the front court right. Bennett in the center circle. Javon Bennett heads to the high right against Tandy. 12 to shoot. Bennett drives, and he's fouled, and he scores off the window, falling away from the right baseline. And there's the answer. Hits the 2, will go for 3. Javon Bennett has massacred Florida Atlantic. He has 28 points. It's on Tandy.
I don't think these referees made a call the entire game.
So with 1:57 left. Dayton 83, Florida Atlantic 71. And Bennett to the line.
I don't think these referees made a call the entire game.
Until then. And the free throw's good. 3-point play completed. 84-71.
And to our listeners, Javon Bennett, the gentleman that's having a wonderful game, he's about 5'8".
Yeah. Caleb Glenn, left wing 3. Good for FAU. Timeout, John Jacobs. Back to within 10, 84-74 with 1:46 remaining. Again, Florida Atlantic has 4 team fouls, so if they want to put Dayton in a spot where they have to go to the line, Florida Atlantic's going to have to start slapping some fouls on here. Vanderpool to the scorers table for Florida Atlantic. And let me tell you about Sage Dental, the official dental provider of Florida Atlantic Athletics. Whether you need general care like routine cleanings or specialty care like orthodontics or cosmetic dentistry, they have it covered. Their goal, provide comprehensive dentistry that's reasonably priced. Book now by SageDental.com. That's Sage Dental.
Well, Ken, what do you do if you're Florida Atlantic right now? Coming back out with 1:46 seconds to go.
I think you press.
Think you press? Well, you got to try to get a quick turnover. But the reality of it is, the odds are you're going to go to the other side of the floor where you got to play defense. Okay, so there's about 4 or 5 more possessions here in the game, and we've got to go 4 for 5 on stops.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and we have no room for error. We're still in the game, but we've got to get stops starting right here. Because keep in mind, 10 points is just really 3 possessions.
FAU is going to put on full court pressure. Santos runs the baseline. He gives it to Cheeks, who is in the left corner. Cheeks picked out Santos, who got it across the timeline, front court right. And now with 98 seconds left, he'll retreat. Gives it up Smith, left elbow, and Smith will head high right. Guarded by Moretti. 90 seconds left, and he lost it out of bounds. Near right sideline. It'll be FAU ball with 1:30 remaining, down 10. But now FAU needs offense.
And right now, you don't need a 3. Okay, you don't need a three because any point scored chips into the lead. Okay, so I would love to get something going to the basket and get a real good attempt. If a three's there for a nice driving kick, then obviously we'll take that. But you don't have to go shot hunting for a three.
Moretti into the left front court. Goes to the right wing. Gives it up Miller. He'll take a left side three. Got it! FAU's within 7. 84-77. A minute 18 left. Now the Owls need a stop. Santos looking to trigger. And a whistle and a timeout. Anthony Grant. Dayton has to come over. FAU has at least got a puncher's chance with a minute 13 left.
And when you see all this type of flurry, you ask yourself, where was this?
Right.
Okay, and so much like Florida Atlantic's season is gone, there's always been a 4 or 5 minute stretch where it seems as if they just lose interest in playing the game of basketball and have some sort of a mental breakdown or another. This is the way they've been playing the entire game, minus those 3 or 4 minute lapses.
Well, Florida Atlantic spent the opening 10 minutes not accounting for Javon Bennett. And with his 29 points, that's your difference right now. 89-77 Dayton. A minute 13 left. This is the closest FAU has been since halftime. And the Owls trailed by 6.
And don't you feel like Florida Atlantic just teases you a little bit? They just tease you with these kind of moments right now, and you ask yourself, okay, well then, where was all this the 38 minutes?
So FAU is going to slap on a full court press again. Got to watch out for a flyer that leaks free into a run out of this inbound.
And the way Carroll is positioned, his responsibility to get anything deep.
Dayton, the left back baseline. Santos to trigger. Roams to his left. Looking, searching, surveying. Throws it into the paint. It was taken there by Dayton. Now Smith has it. Smith turns the corner. Got into the front court right. Down to a minute 5 remaining. FAU trying to trap. A minute left to go. Smith lost the ball. It's a fight for it. And it's still loose. And it's going to be a whistle and a held ball. Possession arrow FAU with 58 and 2/10 seconds left. Bamba Miller swiping away. Forces the turnover with FAU down 7.
There goes another stop. So just keep in mind, we're 3 for 3 on stops right now.
So Caleb Glenn, Nico Moretti, Trey Carroll, Kiki Tandy, Baba Miller on the floor for FAU. Down 7. 58 and 2/10 seconds left. Sorry, Danny.
I would love to get something going to the basket. A 2-pointer right here is just as good as a 3 because it still turns into a 2-possession game, and you know they're going to be more likely to give you the 2 points.
FAU rushes to the left front court. Carroll between the rings. Handoff, Tandy. Fakes a handoff on the left side. Forced it to Tandy. Now Moretti up top wants to drive. Here he comes. Scoops at the rim. No. Rebound out of bounds off of Dayton. It'll be Florida Atlantic ball with 43 and 7/10 seconds left. And 20 on the shot clock.
And that was a good attack by Nico to get to the ball, getting to the rim.
Moretti from right of the rim. Front court left. He's going to deliver this inbound for FAU. Moretti slaps the basketball, gives it Miller left wing. Now between the rings, Glenn. Swung Tandy right wing. He's going to drive all the way to the rim, and he missed the layup. And Baba Miller, the offensive rebound. Put back scores with 34 seconds left. 84-79. Dayton's lead down to 5. Florida Atlantic needs to start fouling, you would think. Santos throws it in short. Coming up the near side, Alexander into the front court. Moretti thought he had the steal, but the foul was called. That is the 15th foul against FAU. 31 and 2/10 seconds left.
That was a good foul right there, and we needed that foul quick.
And it's the right call.
It's the right call.
But I've seen in frantic situations like that foul not called too.
Yeah. Well, the reason why it was called is because Smith, he was dribbling. That was Alexander. He was dribbling the basketball under control.
Kiki Tandy limps off the floor. And replacing him, Devin Vanterpool. 31 and 2/10 seconds left. Dayton inbound, top to the extended near side, right side with Cheeks. Near his coaching hatch. Cheeks looking, lobs. Santos trapped against the sideline. Cheeks falling out of bounds, throw it off from Moretti out of bounds, and it'll be Dayton ball with 27 seconds left.
And Florida Atlantic is showing a lot of energy in these traps, and Dayton is just trying to keep his calm and cool, but I just wonder sometimes you got to fight fire with fire if you're Dayton, and they're just a little real too lax in these moments.
Dayton inbound again from their coach's hash. It's thrown to the right corner, and Trey Carroll slaps a foul on Santos. 25 and 8/10 seconds left. That's good. So FAU now has committed 6 team fouls, one away from putting Dayton in the bonus.
And
Still
that's
a
what
3-second different game clock to shot clock.
This is a good situation to be in because you can play very aggressive because you can get the foul, which is what you want, or the steal.
It's a win-win here. You just don't want to allow a bucket. So the inbound comes baseline left to the rim for Dayton. Right front court, Smith. 84-79 Dayton. 25 and 8/10 seconds left. Smith, he's searching. He's looking for some help. And he'll throw it to Santos along the near right baseline. Santos threw it cross court. Had to scoop it with 16 to shoot, and FAU committed a foul with Vanterpool as Dayton was having some issues short range. Almost falling out of bounds was Enoch before he scooped it into the center circle for Bennett. And then Vanterpool applied the foul, and it'll be a 1-and-1 for Bennett of Dayton with 20 and 7/10 seconds left.
And as this particular team, or with this day and age, just assuming everyone kind of the bulk of these players come back for next season, these kind of moments right now is what you build off of as a team. This kind of energy, you need to find a way to be able to play 40 minutes like this.
Well, FAU has fought back against the number 1 seed in this region. Could have gotten away, and FAU kept at it. That's promising. First free throw, good. And the lead back to 6. Critical free throw coming up here with 20 and 7/10 seconds left. Dayton 85, Florida Atlantic 79. The Owls are going to have to rush down the floor regardless of what Javon Bennett does here. He has 30. And he missed the second. Rebound Miller. And here comes Baba racing into the left front court. Nearly traveled with it. Give it up left front court. Glenn. Now Moretti. Left side 3. Nope. Short. It was online. Wouldn't go. Offensive rebound Moretti. And he got fouled with 10 seconds left. He'll go to the line with his team down 6.
And that was a good tip out. That's just not giving up on the play there. We kind of wish that shot would have went down. That was a good tip out by Glenn. And heads up play by Nico to just know that he got to attack the basket now.
So Nico to shoot 2. 85-79 Dayton. That Nico 3-point attempt, if it went down, it would have brought Florida Atlantic to win that possession for the first time since there was about 45 seconds left in the first half. Moretti, first free throw. Nope. So now you wonder, does FAU have to miss on purpose here?
No, you got to take the basket because you can always just quick foul.
Gotcha. One more here for Nico.
Because if you miss the basket, you definitely get no points and you send them to the line.
Sure. No, you're exactly right. Nico Moretti has not scored tonight for Florida Atlantic. Has logged heavy minutes, though. And the lefty missed them both. And now the rebound for Dayton. That is going to ice it as Cheeks is fouled by Glenn. Nico Moretti misses 2 free throws in a spot where FAU had to have them.
Yeah, we didn't need that.
Well, it's been the same issues for Florida Atlantic all season long.
Now, when you have these kind of situations, as you mentioned, the same issues, you kind of ask yourself, is it the coaches aren't recognizing something, or are the players not responding when you have the same glaring Achilles heel that or you may not have what's on the roster to be able to fix it.
Yeah.
That could be it as well.
Cheeks hits the first free throw, earns himself a second as Dayton will move on to the second round and take on Chattanooga. Cheeks missed the second. Rebound, Baba Miller throws away the outlet to Alexander, and that's going to be the end of this basketball game. 2-1 Horn. Florida Atlantic season has definitively come to an end. Florida Atlantic bows out in the first round of the NIT, 86-79 here tonight in Boca.
There's no other tournament that
That's
possibly.
a wrap. That is a wrap.
Hold on. Keep your phone on, Ken. We might get invited to something in someone's backyard. My backyard.
Yeah, maybe. So Florida Atlantic season ends at 18-16 in a first round exit in the NIT. 86-79, Dayton beats Florida Atlantic. Duffy's calling all Owls fans. Duffy's Sports Grill, the place to catch all the basketball action this season. Duffy's voted best year after year with their award-winning jumbo wings, certified Angus beef burgers, and 2-for-1 drinks. Plus, with over 80 TVs, you'll never miss a minute of the action. So grab your MVP card, head to Duffy's to cheer on your favorite team. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. And remember, at Duffy's, their game is always on. Well, Damon, ultimately, what was the major reason FAU fell short here tonight?
We didn't guard the three-point line. We didn't pay attention to the detail, which was guarding the three-point line, knowing that this team loves to get up threes, knowing that this team is a very efficient basketball team when it comes to shooting, and we just didn't do what it took to be able to locate the hot shooter and then be able to shut him down.
So Dayton victorious, 86-79. David Shiner Law Group, available to help you 24/7. If you've been injured in an accident at Shiner Law Group, you pay no fee unless they win your case. No win, no fee. It's the Shiner guarantee. Don't wait. Speak with a Shiner Law Group lawyer for free today to discuss your case. That's David Shiner and Shiner Law Group. Let's take 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. This is Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
From the Rubenstein Law Studios, 1-800-FL-LEGAL. FAU basketball is on Fox Sports 640, WMEN, Royal Palm Beach.
Along with Damon Arnett, former FAU basketball legend, I'm Ken LaVicka. Abyssinian Court at Eleanor R. Baldwin Arena. Dayton beats Florida Atlantic 86-79 in the first round of the NIT. Florida Atlantic season comes to an end at 18-16. Post game on the way. This is Owls basketball on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network.
You can tackle waste at every Florida Atlantic football game by setting an example and recycling right. Always put your glass bottles, plastic bottles, and aluminum cans into the blue recycling bins. Florida Atlantic Football and the Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County want to thank you for helping Palm Beach County rank #1 for recycling in the state of Florida.